sell that stuff for nothing?
Now it says
there we go.
Now it started.
Thank you, Stream. All right, sorry about that, folks. We're now live with our 2023 NHL Draft live stream, of course, hosted by the great Arizona Sports Underground Network, brought to you by Inside the Rink. Which, of course, if you're not able to watch this, we do have a link for you right here, InsideTheRink.com/ESPN. Get your ESPN Plus subscription. Watch the draft alongside with us. Hang out with us. It's going to be a good time. Going to be a good time. So, now that we're live again, Joe, if you don't mind saying, who do you think we're going to pick at 6? Sorry about that. That was director error on that one. My bad.
Mitchkov or Leonard.
Okay.
To what I said earlier, it's a deep draft.
Okay. So, Matt? Oh, sorry, you're still going. Sorry about that. It's hard to hear.
It's a deep draft. Let's see.
We good, Grandy? Good? I don't hear you.
He's muted. It shows he's muted.
There he goes. That's weird.
All right, sorry.
There we go.
Wi-Fi is not cooperating right now, so
that's all right.
But yeah, looking forward to this. It's going to be lots of fun.
It's going to be fun. We're here for the long haul, covering the entire draft, so we'll be here a good minute.
Say that again. In for the long haul. Remember doing this last year, and
perfect.
It was a bit more interesting last year about that first overall pick because everybody thought it was going to be Shane Wright for the longest amount of time, and then ended up being Slavkovsky, which was a surprise. This year, maybe not as interesting about that first overall pick.
Yeah, I think it's hard not to justify picking Bedard.
Yeah, I think you'd have to be crazy not to do it. Maybe crazy is even an understatement. I mean, he's by far and away the best player.
Yeah, Fantilli's good though, but yeah, definitely not as. Yeah,
come on. It's a runaway. Exceptional status. I mean, you can't argue with that at that point. Like,
what? There may not be much intrigue at number 1 overall, but after that, I don't think a single person actually knows how the draft is going to unfold. There's lots of talk of Carlson to Anaheim. There's lots of talk of Will Smith to Montreal or Reinbacher to Montreal. There's lots of talk of Reinbacher or Mishkov to San Jose. There's talks of trade downs right now. This is going to be a very intriguing draft after the first overall pick.
I think it's because you've got the amount of players that are also, because it's so loaded with good players, that's why it's so difficult, and that's why you've seen so many different mock drafts with different orders after that first round pick. That's why I'm quite pleased that we've got 3 picks in that top 50. I think that's just real bonus to have in a draft like this, where it's a lot of different good players.
7 in the top 88 as well.
Yeah, and just you can really build a team off that. Even if that first 6th pick ends up being a bust, you've then got the next 2 in the top 50, and then the next 3, and next another one after that in the top 88. So, that's really understated, I think, in a draft that's got so much different talent in it.
It's going to be.
I don't think people actually, take into consideration how big this draft is. I mean, you look at last year's draft and, you see, like you were talking about, Joe, you see what happens with Shane Wright, going consensus number 1, falls all the way down to where he does, Slavkovsky goes first overall. And, it was kind of, it was a shakeup. You didn't expect it. The Coyotes get Logan Cooley where they did. They could have taken Shane Wright. They liked Logan Cooley's game a lot more, and they took Logan Cooley. And, and Grandy said this before on the podcast, as good as last year's draft was, those guys in that top 5 of last year's draft aren't even considered top 5 picks in this year's draft. That just shows you the magnitude of what we're seeing in this year's draft. I mean, we have a guy who's related and compared to the next Connor McDavid. I mean, we have a superstar at number 1 who's going to be, the face of the league from the beginning, from the get-go. I mean, he's going to be right up there with McDavid in terms of the exposure, his skill set. I mean, this is a draft where like we've seen, and I've seen it on Twitter. This is a draft, as the Kaiser said. This is what can make a team. This draft right here can take a year off the rebuild. I mean, this draft right here can essentially set the rebuild for the Coyotes in terms of going forward. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Picks and trades are going to our trades are going to happen. Picks are going to be swapped. Players are going to get moved. It's interesting to see what happens. I'm personally interested to see if the Coyotes maybe swing another move here in the draft. Maybe not in the first round, but over the week if they swing something. We know they're trying to get a little bit more competitive going into next season. So I would love to see if Bill Armstrong doesn't have a trick up his sleeve like he always does. If he doesn't have a trick up his sleeve to maybe add another defenseman, or maybe make a swap in the goalie department, maybe adding another big name forward. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, everything after one is going to be, like Grandy said best, a total guess. I mean, we really don't know.
Or I think the audience has it right, bro. Call me up, Gary. Call me anytime you want, baby. Call me right now. I'm down. I'm ready. I'm dressed. I got the background. I'm ready to go. You just GMBA right here. I'm watching my phone.
The guy who has very famously stated multiple times he's never even skated. Yeah.
I've skated, not well, but I mean, how hard can it be? I mean, come on.
You sound like Jalen.
I would love to be there when you find out. I would love to be there when you find out.
Oh, it's only the play physically. I mean,
but going back to how much better this draft is than last year's draft, when we had Scott Wheeler on our pod, he straight up said Logan Cooley, as he is right now, not as he was at the draft, as he is as a prospect right now, would still go 6th overall in this draft. That is mind-blowing to think about.
Yeah. We'd get him either way. He's 6, we're 6.
I mean, do you think then from last year's draft that Cooley was the best player? I mean, I know it's early, it's only been a year, but would you say that he was the best prospect out of that draft class?
He had the best D+1 year of any prospect that came out of that class. So based on that, yes. But we still have a long way to go. There's a lot of people that think the way Seattle tried to get Shane Wright going at the NHL level and then scratched him a bunch, and then he had a conditioning stint, comes back for like 2 games, then they send him back to the WHL, that kind of maybe gave a false sense of where he's at in his development. Shane Wright's still going to be a really good player. We'll have to see. I still think it's going to be between him and Cooley. But as of right now, Cooley definitely had the best D+1 year.
Mm.
I think you might be able to throw Juracek in that too. He had a really amazing year for a defenseman. I think he's every bit in step with those two. He's just not a center, so he might be a tad bit below him for that reason.
I forget how short Bettman is until I see him on something.
Yeah, but how tall's David Poyle? He's about 6'3", isn't he? So he's just standing there in the background awkwardly. This is just a kind of awkward moment. This is.
Yeah, really.
He's not saying anything. Say something. Come on.
He's just reading the teleprompter along with Gary Bettman. Oh, come on, man.
It's like one sentence. I mean.
Thank you, Chase. Brought to you by the Arizona Sports Underground. Shout out to them real quick. Do be sure to subscribe to the channel as well. They'll have more content just like this throughout the year. A guitar?
Nashville in it.
It'd be really cool if they went Jimi Hendrix and set it on fire.
I like that. That's a Les Paul guitar. Guitar Hero taught me that.
What hasn't video games taught you, Tyler?
Stuff that could have got me to graduate, I guess, in a way, I mean, to be honest, hey, did 2 years. Close enough. You lost somebody. Lost Grandy.
He's speaking now.
I honestly thought for a second Roman Yossi was Nick Schmaltz, not going to lie. Looked down for like a brief second. I was like, that's weird. Nick Schmaltz presenting a guitar. That's kind of strange.
Make you laugh too hard, Grandy?
I think Schmaltz.
What's
Did that make you laugh too hard?
No, it said you booted me.
I didn't even touch my mouse.
I just got sent to the backstage, and I'm like, what the hell?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Don't worry, Tyler. We were all thinking it. Just tell him it was you.
If I'm going to do a troll up, I'll always own it, and that wasn't me this time. It's code.
This is a lot hard to give Tyler now that I think about it. I don't know. Are we ready for this?
Ready for what? The length of this?
The amount of power you're going to have, the ability to, with the amount of power you're going to have, just the ability to boot anyone at any time for any reason.
Is anybody else going to be really pissed off when they put Chicago on the clock right now and they run the clock all the way down to like 15 seconds to make the pick?
Yes, because I'm a Panthers fan, and they did that at the NFL draft, and it ticked me off because I knew who they were taking, and they waited until like 8 seconds left.
Well, so much of that part, though, is the theatricality of it all. They do it more to...
All right, just stand up and walk up there. This shouldn't be hard.
This is your opportunity. If they do the full 3 minutes, get a coffee, go to the toilet, just any kind of break.
What are you wearing?
Now that Chicago's on the clock, I got to go back to my mode. I actually don't recognize Chicago as a sovereign NHL team. So, proper chills, Oh, wait. There we go.
Oh, wait,
I'm inverted.
What season?
Kiss the badge.
Oh, you're a lacrosse lion?
Last year's. Or year before last, no. Timo Werner kit, because I love pain and suffering, so. He didn't do too well, but I love him. Man, they're on the clock taking this long? I mean.
At least it's a shorter amount of time than the NFL. The NFL, they give you a full 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
15 minutes in the NFL. I don't know.
And like I was saying, well, the first several get it. And like I was saying, though, a lot of times it's simply for the TV heads to get their talking time.
Up. Let's go.
Here we go.
Hey, I like the comment there from AC Sports Underground. I'd like to recommend that we call being sent backstage being put in the penalty box.
In the penalty box?
Only the person that deserves to be there most can't be sent there, so enjoy. And also, can we just talk about this for a minute?
How many times do you think Grandy and I could get 5 minutes each for fighting?
I can be bribed, so really it's up to you.
3 times.
I'd be willing to bet money.
pod.
I'd be willing to bet money.
Buy me Red Bull. I'll let you say whatever you want.
So, Matt, since we all know who this pick is,
what if he chooses Fantilli just for shits, though? Like, what if? Just for shits, just to fucking ruin our day. They just choose Fantilli just to do it.
I've been dying to hear your thoughts
Charity at that point.
Oh, that's right. All right, come on.
Did you guys see Kyle Davidson get interviewed on the street in Nashville and the guy not know he was Kyle Davidson?
No.
That was hilarious.
Well,
assault shit.
To be fair, why is a random news person in Nashville going to know who Kyle Davidson is?
I mean, I know. I just think it's funny.
Oh, I'm shocked. What? The first revelation?
Are you
kidding me? Connor Bedard? I had him going third at least. That's wild, bro.
The draft board is shattered. The draft board is shattered. And
bro, they're going to draft Kings
is
$0.
$5.
Is this? Damn it.
I mean, I
$5 to
Every-
knew
every
this was
Chicago
coming,
fan.
but it still
And-
makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
Every
This is
Chicago
actually-
fan is shutting down the city tonight to drink all the bars out of liquor after that.
For real. Yeah, I have a friend, Brittany. She's a Blackhawks fan. She's probably, well, I mean, she expected it, but she said she's happy.
Yeah, I have a friend who's a Blackhawks fan. He was like, we didn't deserve the first overall pick, but he's like, but I'll take Bedard. I was like, I mean, I'm glad you think that, but at the same time, yeah, I mean, you're not going to say no if you get it. You're not going to be like, no, we don't deserve the first pick with everything that happened. Like, someone else can have it. Like, you're going to take it.
It says breaking news: Blackhawks select Regina center Connor Bedard with number 1 overall pick. Like break it, like as if it's like mind altering.
So that is $5 to both Mind and Match charities, and $6 to plus me and Matt each matching to, or no, yeah, $6 plus me matching. So $12 to what was the
Humane Society.
Humane Society, Arizona Humane Societies.
We got a comment as well from Beezer Picks. Pelika will look good in Arizona. Matt, what do you think of that?
I think he would. I always liked Pelika. I was big on him most of the year. He tailed off a little bit at the end, but I love his offensive game. I wouldn't mind. He's a right shot defenseman. He's a little undersized. He's 5'11", but the Coyotes could use a puck mover. I don't know anymore that it's as important because Sean Durzi is probably pretty close to what Pelika projects to be in the NHL. Maybe a number 3 defenseman, right shot, runs a power play, moves the puck well, not overly physical. So they may have actually just traded for the developed version of ASP.
People joining the stream now, like, why is this guy wearing a Kelsey kit?
I think of the defensemen available at 12, I think Willander would be the better fit if he's still there, which I doubt. But just based on what we'd be looking for, I think Willander would be a great fit for the Coyotes. But personally, I expect him to go forward.
You know, it'd be really cool if they just put Anaheim on the clock now.
Yeah, this is taking freaking ever. Just put them on the clock so that they can make this decision while they're doing all the celebrating. There you go, Matt. Here's a comment for you. Oliver Moore is going to be a hit at 12.
Yeah, I know that. I've been pushing that. Come on, guys. I'm like an oracle. Just listen to me.
You like the little crystal ball right there? You can't see it right in front of you?
If it's Oliver Moore at 12, I think I would celebrate just as much as if he took Mishkov at 5.
We don't pick at 5.
6, I meant 6.
The Oracle has spoken.
Dvorsky and Moore. Been pushing it for quite a bit of time now.
I got to say, if it is Dvorsky, it will feel good that we as a podcast were the first ones on him. And
We got the receipts, too.
Thanks to Scott Wheeler, we had that info that was dropped this week on the Athletic Pod that sent Coyotes Twitter into a tizzy. We had that a month and a half ago. Listen to our pod, people. Come on.
We got 2 oracles on there. And me. I'm not an oracle, though. All right, Ducks are on the clock. Here we go.
Fantilli or Carlson?
It's going to be Fantilli.
We all play our roles, Chase. We all play our roles.
If it's not Fantilli, it's Michkov, honestly. And I only say that because it's Pat Verbeek.
I had Fantilli go down. Yeah. Oops.
He also
Kyle
switched from
Beach,
soccer
that's what's going
from
through his
kit to
mind.
jersey.
Yeah. Everybody had the oats on. Got to follow suit now, so I got the purple one.
Rock.
Still, I should bring this one back. Really, I love this.
Yeah,
This
I did
jersey.
too. I have the
I like the
Fanatics
orange,
version.
but this one is just different class.
Who do you have? Is it blank or do you have a player on it?
No, this is blank. This one. I shipped this one over from America, so it was just better cheap to get it blank.
Real quick,
Keller's
I do
not
want to
going.
address that comment. The rumors that we've been trading Keller are completely unfounded. Completely unfounded. Keller himself has reiterated his commitment to the desert this week. It's not happening. Keller is staying a Coyote and is more than likely a captain before the start of the year.
Killer talked about it a lot at the awards, and he brought up the fact that he loves being in Arizona. He likes the market here, likes what they're trying to build. He's got faith in the team moving forward. The team never wanted to move him. The rumors were always Keller's going to ask for a trade because the Tempe vote failed, and there's no direction at the moment. That's slowly changing. He already came out and said, no, I didn't ask for a trade. Yes, my agents did meet with ownership. We do want clarity. But there's no trade request. He's not getting moved. I don't think Schmaltz is getting moved either, especially after they said they're ready to compete. But I would bet Schmaltz 5-1 over Keller to get moved. And I don't think Schmaltz is getting moved. That's how firm I am on my belief that Keller will be here.
The Oracle has spoken. All right, here we go. Fantilli.
I
It has to
think
be.
it's
Or maybe not.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa!
All right.
And there we
so-
go. Already.
What?
You know how we joked with the
One
last pick that it's
listener had
broken
that
broken the mock draft? Yeah, that one has actually
Oh,
broken
man.
the mock draft. That one.
Yeah,
Randy,
that one sure did.
Came
Wow,
through.
That one's ruined everything.
Wow.
That changes a
Wow.
lot
Yeah.
But why-
because I was almost positive Will Smith was going to Columbus, but there's no way Columbus passes up Adam Fantilli right now.
No,
We didn't think
If
Anaheim would though.
No,
I mean-
the difference is Columbus is trying to compete this season.
Oh, I see.
Fantilli fits that far more than Will Smith. The Ducks don't necessarily need to come out and compete this year.
The only thing about Fantilli though is he may go back to college. Not because he needs to, but he kind of came out with that impression of I'm undecided. I'd like to go back. I want to win a national championship. That might not
Yeah,
come
the
into play
thing
in
is-
this pick if Columbus is just looking at it from the standpoint of, well, Fantilli can come in and help now because there's no guarantee he's signing this year.
Wow.
So many college guys do say that though, as they're drafted and then jump into the league.
I think there's a difference between, I'd like to go into camp and see how things go. There's a difference between making the team and going back and not going back to college and not knowing whether or not you'd make the team and just outright saying, I think I want to go back to college. You're not even going to run through, the rookie camp stuff at that point. So I do think there's a big difference there when the pre-draft stuff is I haven't decided on going back to college, as opposed to we'll see what happens, at rookie camp and make a decision from there. I think that's a big difference.
Yeah, we'll see. I'd still say it's 90% likely that he's playing in the league next year, but there's always a chance he does go back. I would be shocked if he does.
I mean, I don't see it being any different than Logan Cooley going back. If you look at what the two of them did, they were very similar in college last year. And we've talked about it in the past. There's only like a 5-month difference in age. They were both freshmen last year. The only difference between the two of them is, a birthday that pushes one into a different draft. So I think both of them are probably looking at college the same way right now. And Cooley had no problem going back. So we'll see. I mean, it's not like he's going to the best place in the world. This is assuming Columbus takes him. It's not like he's going to the best place in the world to live. You talk to, or you hear NHL players talk about the fact that Columbus isn't exactly a hotbed for things to do away from hockey.
No, like I said, there is a definite chance. I would just personally be shocked. But
I mean, it's kind of like Philip Zadina falling 6 spots, right?
There you go. That's lighter.
So can Fantilli fall 6 spots? Well, 4 spots.
That would
we
be
just want him to fall 4.
beautiful. I don't know if hockey gods would allow that.
if he drops past this pick,
there's no way San Jose doesn't take him if he fell past.
Do you call up San
Kings.
Jose and offer 6 and 12
Thank
for
you.
their 2 first-round picks this year?
I don't think so. I know he's a game breaker, but man, 6 and 12 in this draft, that's a lot. I would offer 6.
But you're still.
And some combination of like the 38 and maybe Artem Duda or somebody who's relatively close, a B-level prospect, and see what they might say. But the drop between, I don't know. I've got Fantilli in that tier with Michkov, with Will Smith. I don't think it's.
I think the drop from Fantilli to Dvorsky, if that's what it ends up being, is about the same as the drop from 12 to 27, just with this draft and how it is.
Yeah, the big difference for me is that in most drafts, 1 through 8, 1 through 10, that's the sweet spot. That's where you're gonna get a guy. And in this draft, I think it's closer to 1 through 15. So 12 in this draft is 8 or 9 in most drafts. And to me, that would be like giving up basically the 4 and 9 to move up to 2 in a normal draft. I don't know. I think I'd prefer the 2 players in this case.
Okay.
Never mind.
You read my
Excuse
mind,
my comment
Tyler.
about the stream link.
Oh yeah. My mind reader, Haynes.
You are, man. I was just had my girlfriend ask about wanting to watch the stream and all that. So
I was just about to say something about sending it to the group chat too.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't think about it. I was like, oh, duh, I probably should add them into this.
Yeah, I started seeing the notifications from it, and I'm like, yeah, gotta get them in here.
Columbus Blue Jackets are proud to select from the University.
Tyler Odom. All right, boys. Thank you. Been a good night.
Columbus fans have got to be celebrating right now.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah, to that point,
yeah.
seeing that he passed, I think at that point you've got to. I know on the telly they're saying, "Will it be him or Smith?" Now I think you've got to take the opportunity of getting Fantilli there at 3rd.
Oh, and San Jose is a complete wild card pick. A complete wild card pick here. Because we're technically back to chalk.
Yeah.
Although there was a lot of talk of Will Smith going here.
I had Will Smith going down here, but who knows at this point? You know, we've already got one swapping round, so you know.
We had, for what it's worth, we had one guest mock draft or listener mock draft that had Carlson going to Anaheim and Fantilli going to Columbus Blue Jackets.
Whose was it?
So I'd have to look it up. I think it was one of the LAP boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Their mock draft was getting good looking too. Well, they had that set up. I still can't get over how well that paper they gave us was set. I was like, man, you guys really went above and beyond. Put the flags, where they're from, their ages. I'm like, dang, man, all that.
His hidden talent apparently is good at juggling. Well, you know.
Wow.
Well, he's gonna have nothing else to do in Columbus, so at least he's got that.
Well, you know, that was really the bumping up to making that third pick. Clearly.
I mean,
yeah,
he can juggle. Drafted.
Yep, exactly.
Trying to tweet out something real fast. Trying to get it out to everybody.
Ooh.
That'll be me in 20 years. My boy makes it to the NHL draft. I'll be crying too.
Half past midnight already.
I want to see.
Imagine somebody out there bought a Fantilli jersey for Ducks. They got one custom made, and now they throw it away.
What's funny is I've seen the LAP boys talking up Leo Carlson all week because this was a rumor. There was definite rumors out there that it could be Leo Carlson. They've been talking him up all week because the fan base as a whole was absolutely pissed that this was even rumored. So,
well, we're real pissed now that it happened.
Yeah.
Obligatory go blue, though. Have to.
I have a question actually from my friend who I'm texting who's a Blackhawks fan. So of course, he's happy about Fantilli. He's texting me while this is going on. He just said, do we think that Will Smith falls if Mitchoff goes at 6 for the Coyotes?
Oracle?
No. If Will Smith fall if Mishkov goes at 6 to the Coyotes?
Yeah, I guess if he doesn't go beforehand.
So that's based really on the fact that if he doesn't go, if he
doesn't go here at
Sharks or the
4 or 5, yeah.
I don't think he's getting past the Coyotes. I don't think
he is either.
And the other thing is if Will Smith is there, that likely means Mishkov went ahead of him.
Oh no! He's saying, do you think Will Smith will fall to the Coyotes? My bad. He is not the greatest texter. Do we think Will Smith will fall to the Coyotes if the Sharks take Mitchkov here, or if the Sharks or the Canadians take Mitchkov? Do you think Will Smith falls to Arizona? I still think if he doesn't go 4th, he goes 5th, or if he doesn't go, vice versa. There, I think he goes either 4th or 5th.
I'd say it's a 50-50 chance, at best. I'd probably actually lean more 40%, even less, because Will Smith is a special player. He's a definite tier above the rest of the players in the draft, not named Mishkov, without the worries of Mishkov.
Yeah.
If Mishkov goes here, and if, let's say, the Canadians are dead set on taking a defenseman, yeah, he could very easily be there in that scenario.
True. But like I said, I'm trying to text them all that back. No, that's fine. I'm trying to text them all back. Why? I know. I sent him the link. I said if you want to be in, we're talking it. So I sent him the link. So hopefully he'll hop in. I know he's not doing anything unless he just joined now. In which case, my bad, Patrick.
So before the Montreal
was
picks.
about-
Just want to give you guys a quick reminder. For InsideTheRink.com/ESPN, you can pick up a ESPN Plus subscription there and join us in watching the draft live.
And don't forget, merch.
Oh, merch, of course. There is Granny wearing our shirt. Official branded. It's beautiful. Looks good in the summer. Looks good in the wintertime. Looks good on a date. On a wedding day. Why not? You know? I'd get married in it.
We have
Funeral,
hoodie, have
everything.
mugs. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
that's right,
I
stickers.
like the way you think. Ugh.
Thank you very much. We also love the Yotes. We're waiting for their pick. Very, very excited.
Well, this is where we find out if it is going to be Will Smith. I still have a feeling it's going to be Will Smith here.
Montreal gets Michkov.
Yeah,
No,
I hope not.
I don't know. I don't think Montreal goes Mishkov.
That's
I
why
just-
I really had him at
I think they
6.
go. I think they go Leonard Reinbacher, Montreal.
I
If
put Ryan
Will Smith
back
goes here.
You know, I know like it's like the hockey polite thing, professional thing to do to like congratulate the Stanley Cup winner, but I love someone to be like, yeah, fuck the Golden Knights. Anyway, here's our pick. Like, like just fuck you, bud. Like, fuck you. Here's our
Well,
pick.
What GM is it? Stevie Y that does it? Just up to the podium. I think it's Stevie Y that
Yeah,
does
it
it.
was.
I'll have to ask Matt when he comes back in. But who just walks right up, says the name of the pick into the mic, and walks away.
That's probably what I would do. I mean, I don't know. I know it's the polite, sportsman thing, but I'd be like, all right, yeah, we got this guy, excited, and then, all right, cool, next.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah,
Mr. William Smith.
that's the right pick here.
Yeah, that was the right pick.
This is a guy from Wild
Will
Wild West.
Smith is. Yes. Did you see the video, Tyler? I sent it to you of him singing
Did you?
along to the. I sent it. It was a couple weeks back. But,
Maybe,
video
yeah.
of Will
I've slept
Smith
since then.
singing- Yep, he was
To
singing
Wild
to
West.
the. No, not Wild Wild West. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Oh, I'm sure those are coming all over the scoreboards all across the season.
There had to be a part of him that wanted to go to Philly for that reason.
hmm This is the first NTDP
So-
person to go?
Now,
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so I thought so. Okay.
So now, all day, Montreal has been involved in trade rumors. Do they trade down?
I think we need some more chaos, says a Fantilli, so I'm going to say yes. They probably do.
If they're dead set on going defense, I just don't see a big enough difference between Reinbacher and the rest to not trade down if that's the case, if they get offered enough to do so.
I was about to say, I think it's got to be a very good offer, really, for them to do that. It's got to be something where they're going to get a prospect out of it and then a first round pick. So if I was them, I'd keep the pick, but I wouldn't say.
Well,
it was
the
out of
rumor-
question.
The rumor that I've seen all day was Nashville trading pick 15 and one of the best goalie prospects in the league, Yaroslav Askarov, who was an 11th overall pick
Right.
2 years ago.
I haven't seen
for
that,
this
actually, to be fair. No, I haven't
I
seen
saw that,
one.
Grandy.
I haven't seen that one.
I
My
booted you
bad.
too soon. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, like 6 different things going at once. I'm watching this screen and like 6 screens, so it's like, yeah, sure, click.
No, I was just
My
going to
bad.
say real fast. No, you're good. I wasn't going to add anything until right in the last minute.
I did
no, Grant,
professionally.
I saw
Not a
that
big
right
deal.
before the draft. I did see that the Predators were looking at potentially moving him. So it could be an interesting to see what happens in that situation.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Now
Are you
you
ready
can
now?
kick me. Yes, now you can kick me.
But you eat right here. You eat. We'll watch you. I will watch you
No,
eat live.
that makes me a little uncomfortable. That makes me
Go on.
uncomfortable.
Tyler,
Take a big old bite for me.
Haynes,
Come on.
Haynes. Keep
Yeah.
the camera on because then he can still watch you.
Oh yeah, I'll just
You
tune.
can
Yeah,
still
go ahead.
get Sick thrills.
Take a big old bite for me, baby boy.
We need Matt back. we need
What are you
Matt back.
for,
This is
Joe?
going
What you
off the
sign up for?
rails.
This is why he's here.
40 minutes and it's just
Matt,
detoured.
We lasted this long. We did pretty good. I mean, all things considered. The fact is, we're still on the air, baby. The FCC ain't shut us down yet. We're still on the air. I got my Red Bull. It's a good time.
Monster.
Ooh, what flavor?
Aussie lemonade.
Ooh, sounds good.
Yeah, I was living off these when I was writing my thesis earlier this year.
Now you're here for the draft.
Now I'm here for the draft.
Monster Rehab.
Oh, those are
Iced
good.
lemonade.
Those are good. Yeah, I like that one.
yeah.
I just got normal Red Bull. Oh, I'm invisible.
Jackie's in chat.
Oh, shoot. I probably should check the comments. Jackie, how's it going?
That's a great hosting job, Tyler.
Look. I'm trying to watch the private chat more because I had 2 requests to go backstage and I ignored them. So we build the plane as we fly here on the Chirpin Yotes, baby. It's what we do the whole time. You got us this far, baby. We may have one engine, but we're still going.
I am. Oh man, I had to stop myself from making a really bad joke.
Yeah, my mother's watching.
I feel so bad for her. I am so sorry.
That's correct. That she gave birth to me or she's watching?
No, that she has to deal with you in general.
Oh, I don't know how she does it. Mother of the year. Oh, goodness. It's worth it. I mean, how many sons can say they hosted a live stream, right? I mean, or play amateur lacrosse. I mean,
Or talk about how they had a 15-minute long rant about
Dragon Quest V, one of the greatest
ages
games ever
old
made.
video game. Yes.
Ages old. Super Nintendo, sir. You were a child. You were there too. Do not preach to me, witch. You were there and the words were written. You were there too.
And I am old. I hate to break it to you.
Well, I'm 29. I still have a bit of youthful glow to me. Not much. It's fading very fast. It's like a sunset, but it's there. Here we go. The Expos have chosen.
All right. Oh, shut up as a friend. Come on.
What was it? They boo or something? What the hell was that?
Yeah, speaking French.
Oh, my comments will tell, Grandy.
Who wants?
I'll behave.
I was the first one to throw it out. Come on. I sent you the lob and you missed it. I'm gonna start calling you DeAndre Ayton.
Oh,
Damn. Hey, come on, man. That ain't right, man. You need to go backstage for a little bit. Maybe you should cool down. Think of what you did. Go to the sin bin. Ouch. Yeah, come on, man. That hurt. Hey, Brandy, how's it going? David Reinbach.
Wow, there we go.
I know what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. Mitch Covert 6.
This has been
Calling it now.
This has been
Welcome
a
back.
shockingly chalk draft.
Are you ready?
Outside
Hope
of
you're
the
ready.
second.
Nope, not ready.
cameo.
Okay.
Nice cameo there.
What the hell?
I saw his head pop up. I just saw his head pop up. I was like, oh, cool. It said connect. Look, man, I got
Connect.
6 different
Oh,
screens,
wait.
man. It's hard.
Oh wait, are you ready? Bring me back. Oh nope, you're not. Bring it. Cut him loose.
Yeah, I was like, look, I got. All right, cool.
All right,
Look,
Matt,
man.
we want your opinions on the last couple picks since you missed them.
Oh, I didn't miss him. I was here.
Well, you didn't give your thoughts.
My thoughts are I'm irritated that Will Smith went to San Jose. That one bothers me. Probably
Why is
more
that?
than the Reinbacher pick, just because I expected him to go to Montreal. But I don't know. After Smith didn't go to Columbus, I expected that San Jose might look at Michkov, just because I think he's that much better and because they do have the time for it. I was kind of hoping that we would see Michkov go there, Reinbacher go where he went, and Smith would fall to us.
All right, so Dvorsky. Although, if we do go Mishkov, I will absolutely go nuts.
How nuts?
Just-
It's going to be Michkov at 6. Said it at the start.
Do we have a third oracle in our chat? We'll find out. I think I put Michkov at 6 too. Now I think about it, so maybe I am also an oracle.
So, Smith and Reinbacher. Matt had Carlson going to San Jose. I had Smith. We both had Reinbacher. The score is 3-2 so far, Matt.
With the outfit change, Haynes has returned.
Period 2. I'm back.
He's
Of course,
away
I
now.
think Matt evens the score here because I had Mishkov in my mock too. Unless he actually met with the Coyotes and GMBA was pulling everyone's legs, I don't see it.
I doubt it.
Tyler, you have a number one fan.
You know, someone has to, and I appreciate it. I pay her off though. I mean, all my fans are paid off.
She gets a cut of what we make.
I wouldn't say go that far. No, I don't
You want
know.
to go that far? Okay.
No.
My
She
friend
gets your
texted me
cut, Tyler.
and
She gets your
during
cut,
all
Haynes.
this.
The $3.
She gets my cut. Yeah, she gets my cut.
Hey, you know?
My friend's been texting me through all this, and he said, "This is you guys will get a kick out. This has been a sequence of text to me during this." He goes, "We talked about Zach Benson at 6, and I said I'd rather if he's somehow available at 12, take him at 12. I don't think he will, but I don't want to take him at 6 because I think there's a lot of guys that could be available that we want." And then he's talking, and we're still talking. I said, "Yeah." I said, he got me at 12, so I said, yeah, from Ottawa and all that. And he said, Michkov might be there. I said, there goes Will Smith. And he said, I don't think Montreal takes Michkov. He said, the Kais get him at 6. It'd be insane. He says, he's in their lap. There's no way they don't take him here. And I said, they have to take him, not theoretically, but I mean, like, if you want him, this is your chance to get him. And he said, no way they don't. He said, I'll pay you $50 if they don't take him. So I'm kind of secretly hoping now.
Do we get a cut of that too? Because that's actually revenue from the podcast. So you get a part of that $50.
I will split that. I will split that.
How does that work?
I was thinking, like, to the 4 of us here, I was thinking, I'll take. How am I thinking this out? I'll take.
Joe's
sounds
in
like
on
you
this
just
too.
need to send
He's
out-
part of the
send out-
podcast
Yeah.
today.
All right, Joe, I'll
five
tell you in
shirts.
here. We got 5.
He's right there,
I'd say we
and
go
you
to
just
easy
do
route.
him like that.
I'd say
do
we go to
my
easy
boy
route.
I'm
Joe
getting
like
in the
this.
penalty box again. 2 minutes.
You know
I
what?
think, for that.
Haynes? This guy. Are you going to behave, Haynes? Are you going to behave?
Look, I was gonna say 10 each,
Are you going
but
to
now
behave?
because
Are you
of that
gonna
now, because of that now I'm changing that. It was gonna be 10 each, but now because of that gets changed.
Hey,
So now I'm
you-
thinking
no one
like
plays
30
talking,
me.
you end up with an
And I'm
unsportsmanlike.
thinking we bounce out $20, like 5 each for the rest of y'all.
You're about to get booted from the game, man. Stop arguing with the refs.
I'm
It's like
going to
midnight.
Reno. Granny, I'm
It's
going to Reno. I'm about to get sent to Reno in a minute.
No, Amarillo sock poodles, bro. It may be. You're gonna be like their janitor, bro. At this point, man.
Janitor.
What the hell kind of pitch was that, bro? Hell no.
You just have to get $3 of the pay cut. And
Yeah.
you're now mad because I'm giving you $5. That's more than 3.
The picks
Man,
in,
those
picks
suits
in.
those suits look so good.
There
on
we
TV.
go.
You see the inside pattern too? That's sick as heck.
Oh, there is so much about these suits I just loved. It's pretty clear Luigi made them. It looked like, at least.
It's funny how they all came in blue last year, and now everybody else on the floor is in blue, and they're in red.
Because we're in attack mode, baby. We do a beat of our own drum.
In the pack mentality.
Pack. There it is, Haynes. You're back on the show.
There
Congratulations.
you go.
Except the
Thank
guy
you.
wearing the all white shoes. I don't know why that dude's wearing white shoes.
Air Force Ones, bro. Make a
He's
statement.
trying to set a style. He's trying to set a trend here in the
That's
draft.
big. That's big words coming from you today, Matt. We saw your
Hey,
skates.
there's nothing wrong with my skates.
I think they're great. I like
You got the
them.
white skates.
They're clean as
Matt,
hell.
you
Yeah,
got
they're
the white
awesome.
skates. You got the white skates, Matt.
Alkalize.
There we go.
Oh, what a legend!
Why are his glasses so thick?
Oh man. Oh man.
Mitch, go.
Dvorsky. It's going to be
I'm gonna have
Dvorsky.
my phone ready because I know this guy's about to be blowing my phone up here in a second.
Drum roll, please. Okay.
No, we don't.
Scottsdale. Is that a hint at our new arena? That dude. Why does he look like that?
What?
What? He's shocked too.
Oh my god.
He's just as surprised.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well, we've got a pick in.
We got pick 12.
Whoa.
Oh.
Wow. That's terrible.
Boy, oh boy. That was
That was.
I had seen him mock to us at 12, and I wasn't a fan of it at 12. I'm definitely not.
This
a fan
team
at
makes me
6.
drink.
I was okay with it at 12. This is
Got a couple of beers
with
in
the
the fridge.
forward talent available. Oh.
we drafted Dmitry Shimashev. I hope I said that right. I'm
Shimashev.
not good
Yeah,
Russian.
Shimashev.
Brains, yeah. Oh boy.
It's the first real big reach of the draft.
How big of a reach though? We're talking like maybe like a Pringles can reach?
You're probably talking teens, early teens. So this is a good comp for the kind of reach.
There were people that had him going at 10 to St. Louis potentially. So at a minimum, it's 4 picks.
Yeah, so 4. I mean, if we truly love this guy, you had to go him here, which apparently we did. I'm just stunned we didn't try to trade down.
Well, hopefully they'd see something in him that we don't clearly because.
So explain it to you like we're in you haven't seen a hockey game in 20 years. This is the equivalent of.
Put it in Cardinals terms.
I'm trying to think of a way. This is the equivalence of
Fortnite terms.
going to running back top 5 when it's a deep wide receiver draft and a bad running back draft. That's the equivalence.
I'm going to nod my head because that means nothing to me.
Okay, so just from an NFL standpoint, it's taking Justin Fields instead of Patrick Mahomes.
There you go. Fortnite terms, I'd probably say you had a chance to get a purple, but you grabbed the green, even though the purple was right there. Scot free. Ammo and everything. I think if I had to put it in Fortnite terms.
That's man.
Whew. All right. Are we having fun yet, lads? We having fun?
No.
No. Joe, you're in Georgia, right?
Huh?
I think it was for the other Joe. I think it was for the Cardinal rule. I guess Joe is UK.
Yep. I'm in England.
that could be a lie. He could be lying to us. Look at the smile. He could be right in Georgia right now, down in Atlanta.
Do you want to see how it starts? Hang on,
All right,
can move
so-
the camera.
All right, so the pick, the good, 6'4". He's a phenomenal skater, like unbelievable skater. Great puck handling, decent shot. He doesn't move the puck great, but if we're looking at the positives here, he realistically does have top pair upside if everything that he's been able to do in Russia translates to the NHL. I'm not saying he's a number one defenseman, but he's a left shot defenseman who can play top minutes. He's going to eat a ton of minutes.
To take a Cedars type leap based on his usage last year than a Reinbacher would. But it has the potential paying off. I don't want to sound too overly negative on it in my shock. It has the potential to pay off. You could be getting the best defenseman in the draft easily with this pick. It just is going to require a lot of development, and probably a lot of patience.
Well, I do think though, if they knew that they were going to pick him, then surely they should have traded down, really, because I've not seen anywhere him been consensus anywhere above, 10. So they could have traded down.
But
The hard part about trading down, though, is always finding somebody that is willing to give up the assets to move up. Somebody has to want somebody who's left sitting there so badly that they're willing to give up reasonable assets. I mean, you're not going to move down 4 spots to pick up a late second round pick or something like that. So I don't know. It's unfortunate, but man, I also like the thought of like what Steve Yzerman does, like when he took Mo Sider. You always just take your guy. You never trade down to take your specific guy if you have somebody in mind that you want, because there's always the possibility that somebody else has him just as high on your board or on their board and you don't know it. And then that extra second round pick or something like that means absolutely nothing to you if you lose the guy that you absolutely wanted.
So we have a question
For what it's
Go ahead.
worth, real quick, before we get into the question, Cam Robinson, one of the better scouts from, is he Dauber prospects or is he
Cam Robinson is elite prospects.
elite prospects? He's a really, really good scout. He knows what he's talking about in the draft. He had Simashev this high on his draft board.
I actually think he had him as the best defenseman in the draft, but that had a lot to do with the metric that EP uses to evaluate.
Yeah.
And there goes Mishkov to Philly.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but in Russian.
I actually like that pick a lot for Philly.
Yeah, they're starting a full-blown rebuild. They have the time and patience to wait on him. And yeah, this gives them time to stack some prospects around him.
So now with
let's get back to our-
I can't
Just-
tell
yeah,
if
but I
he,
say-
if he looks happy or if he looks like he's forcing it.
He's Russian. Just how they look.
To answer the question, yeah, they do play differently in the Russian and the American League. In Europe, the rinks are bigger.
Yeah,
So they
100
have
feet
more
wide
time,
instead of
yeah.
85 feet wide.
They have a lot more time on the puck. America's more physical. As somebody who's watched the league in Europe and then watched American hockey's more physical.
Which is why a guy like Simashev could do a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the size in his favour. 6'4". He's a big. He looks like a big player. He's a big player.
He's got the size, and his skating is on par with Tom Willander and Axel Sandin Pellikka. He is a phenomenal skater.
There's also something else to keep in mind here. Rights to Russian players are indefinite. So if there was ever any question about whether or not they could get somebody to sign with them, Taking a Russian gives you that benefit of, they've got a couple years to figure things out if they need to without losing rights. Whereas coming out of the CHL, you get 2 years. NCAA, you get 4 years. If you take a guy who, is unsure about your future and might not want to sign with you, coming out of the CHL or something like that, that could be troublesome. So in this scenario, it's kind of a blessing that they're going to have rights to him indefinitely. I'll have to look, but I'm just curious whether or not he actually got any playing time with Artem Duda. That could be a big part of this too. It's something that I hadn't thought about and I actually haven't looked into.
Oops.
I still not have talking. I have not talked yet, and I have not said something since our pick. I just was quiet.
I know.
Tyler saw me over there. I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, you just like left. I was like, I'll just go ahead and back. I didn't do it that time. That wasn't me.
I saw the letters called. I saw the notification on my phone before the pick came, so I wasn't gonna say anything. When I saw on my phone, the first instinct.
I saw you turn over. Yeah.
Hat off the head, just sit there, start thinking to myself, what happened? I'm dreaming. I was pinching myself. I slapped myself a couple times when the camera went away. I just wanted to believe that we were living in an alternate reality for a second.
Separate teams for Simashev and Duda. So that was just me hoping.
I'll be optimistic, though. I'll stay optimistic. If that's the guys believe that was their guy, the guys believe that was their guy. I mean, you got to trust Bill Armstrong in this situation. I mean, we don't do the scouting. I mean, we look at the reports, but we're not going out there and watching these guys play. Unless you live there, in which case you are going out there and watching them.
What would make this worse now is if they took Matthew Wood at 12. Because then you got a left shot defenseman and a winger in a very deep center and right shot defensive draft.
Bleacher Report gave us a C- for that pick. If you take Bleacher Reports, seriously.
We're going to get bad. Look, we're going to get bad grades for it. We are. We are going to get trashed. We are going to get bad grades. So ignore that. Put that aside. Pocket it for later. We're going to get bad grades, but you know who else did? Detroit, when they took Mo Cedar.
And look at him now.
That right there is your hope.
True.
A large part of the reason I didn't like Reinbacher is I didn't feel like he was capable of that Mo Cedar type leap. I feel better that Simashev is. That's why I had him as one of the guys I wanted at 12. But that was at 12.
Didn't exactly pinpoint that back there to why you should have gone at 6, but I get where you were going for that.
For us, we just felt, after watching him play,
no, because
we just felt it's a talent that we cannot pass up, and if we have to wait, what it is.
Yeah, that's. I feel you there. I don't have anything else to add. It happened. They believed that he was the guy that wanted at 6. They took him at 6. I mean, we as fans are going to have our thoughts. Everybody else as reporters and journalists are going to have their thoughts. I mean, we don't make the move, though. Ultimately, we don't make the decision. We don't walk up to the stage. We don't present the guy the jersey. That's Bill Armstrong and the scouting department. They do the work. They go and watch these guys play. We don't do that. They believe that Simashev is the guy that they want at 6, and it's the guy they took at 6.
Make no mistake about it. They have global reach, global fan base. I think that's the best pick that they could have made based on who was available.
So I will go back to one thing.
What do the Capitals do? Ryan Leonard is still there.
One thing that
Here come the Caps.
if Dvorsky doesn't go here, when we had Scott Wheeler on and he was talking about Dalibor Dvorsky, he did mention trade up for him. If he doesn't go here, is that a possibility?
I believe with Bill Armstrong, anything's possible. I've seen the trades he's about to pull off. I think anything's possible. Especially what we see now so far in the draft, Randy. I think anything's realistically at this point is possible. Oh, there he is. Is that a Sam Gagner jersey? No way you got one of those on right now.
No, it's Heinrich Zetterberg.
Henrik?
It hurts. It burns my eyes.
Does it? Make it a little closer to the screen. There you go. How's that?
You just completely became
Actually,
the background
you
for a second.
disappeared.
Get closer again, then
Get closer. Zoom in a little
Yeah.
bit more. Zoom in a little bit more.
Yeah. I can adjust it. Make sure you get that.
I'm actually pretty happy Ryan Leonard's off the board.
I like
Oh, come on. You wouldn't have wanted him at 12?
Not a
I
fan.
like Ryan.
Not after they went left defenseman at the first pick. Like, you have to get a center now. A center or a right shot defenseman. And there's good ones who are going to be available.
Matt, it's going to be Nate Danielson.
I swear to God, I'll lose my shit. Like, I won't even finish this podcast. I won't even finish this live stream if it's Nate Danielson.
He's going to pop off right there when they say the name.
Cheerio.
I had asked you earlier and never got a response on if the Corey Pronman mock was your worst case scenario. And I think we found what your actual worst case scenario is.
Yeah, it would be Simashev and Danielson.
Even though Danielson's a center.
He's not an elite center. He's going to be a solid, 2-3. He's more of a two-way, he's what Barrett Hayton is now. And they need to get better than Barrett Hayton at 2C.
Realistically, though, if Will Smith doesn't go here, he's got a real good chance of being there at 12.
Well, he also went at 4, so
Simashev.
he's probably not going to be there.
I was like, are we watching two different streams? I was like, did I miss something?
Oliver Moore.
Yeah,
there we go.
So with Leonard going here, there's Zach Benson, Oliver Moore, Dalibor Dvorsky, Tom Willander, and ASP. And we got picks 9, 10, 11, 12 coming up. So there's 5 guys there. I'd be happy with any one of them. And at least 2 of them are going to be sitting there at 12. So
yeah,
let's hope. Let's hope they pick one of them.
If Dvorsky is there at 12, you have to be happy.
I'm thrilled.
It immediately makes everything better. And the same thing, if
no,
Oliver
it doesn't,
Moore
because
is
if they took
12,
Dvorsky at 6 and then they took Simashev at 12, I would have been like, well, at least they didn't fuck up the important one. Because now if they get Dvorsky at 12, I'm going to be like, why the fuck didn't they take Benson or Leonard or any of those guys at 6 or Michkov? What if you're going to get Dvorsky at 12, take Michkov at 6?
That is the thing that bugged me when I read it in Pronman's article today. Was they can't go Mishkov because of the Russian status, but they can go Simashev because of the Russian status.
Well, the difference there is Mishkov already made the statement that he has no problem staying and playing in Russia. Like, he wants to come to the NHL at some point, but if you sign a contract that's going to carry you 3 years beyond your draft year, that by itself says a lot about I'm fine staying at home and playing if I don't go to the right situation.
So, just throwing a random scenario out there for you. If Oliver Moore and Dalibor Dvorsky are the next 2 picks, are you okay with Zach Benson?
Yeah, I'd be fine with it at that point, because I think at that point you're at least getting a high-end talent. It should still be more. I mean, should definitely still be Oliver Moore or Dvorsky, or Willander would be probably the guy I want at that point too.
What do you boys think? The rest of you?
Give me Zach Benson at 12 if he's available. If not, circle back to me on that part. I will take Zach Benson if he's available at 12. I know it's a really big stretch that Moore, Dvorsky are up there at 12. If they are, I mean, you have a lot of options there in those 3. But I mean, if we're assuming here that, you know, like you said, Grandy, they're the next two picks, Dvorsky and Moore, I say take Benson. He's available at 12.
Yeah. I'm sure they're going to throw a wrench in our plans. Huh.
Yeah.
Check the chat.
Which one? Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh man.
I'm gonna switch in for the third period here. Give me a second. I'm gonna take the camera off. I'm gonna come back. Completely different setup. Third period. Big period.
Make it special. I think Dvorsky's going to go here.
So
I think
that's a great pick for. That's a great pick for Detroit.
It's a very good pick for Detroit. That is. It's a very good pick.
Dvorsky is such a great talent in this draft. It's not even funny, and he wasn't getting the love he deserved.
I'm telling you, I just feel to like, all right, fuck you, Vegas. Anyway, here's our pick.
Well, it's not.
Huh?
Oh,
Nothing.
I think I might be ahead of you.
Matt's happy. Matt's happy. Matt's happy.
Wow. Yeah, he probably is.
He's off the board, yeah.
Wow.
Well, it was a centre, just not the one I thought it would be. Dvorsky at the...
That's kind of stunning.
So Dvorsky
with both Moore and Dvorsky out there. Oh my God, are we going to get Dvorsky?
It's really we have just two. I don't think St. Louis is going to take him.
If you're the Coyotes, how are you not trading up right now?
Will take him. Would the Canucks then take him?
Hey, Tyler, that's good. Come back in.
You're muted, Matt.
I said that's what you get for wearing that fucking jersey, Tyler.
For real. Sorry, guys. Sorry at all of Detroit. There did Tom Brady. You're right.
All right, so that changes a lot.
Because now there's going to be a lot of guys there.
Yeah. At a minimum, you've either got Willander, Moore, or Dvorsky there. And those are the three guys that you want to get.
Hey, Joe, you want to see Matt go out just absolutely lose
No.
his shit?
Yeah, go on.
What if it's Samuel Honzik?
Of course I would.
No, it better not be.
I can't wait for this 12th pick, actually. Can't wait for it.
Oh, man.
I'll be buying a new laptop if it's Honzik.
Live on the air, you see his thing just get smashed.
I didn't ask it earlier because I don't see it. But I knew that's actually your worst case scenario. You do not like Honzik at all.
No, I don't like Daniel Boot at 12. I love his combination of size and skill. But
practice.
Man, if they go with another 6'5" Russian at 12, like all they did was just repeat the pick.
No, I think that getting Boot would be a reach. But then again, I've thought that about the last
one. So was Simashev.
Yeah, but I think that's a bit too much of a reach, that one. I reckon he'd be going about 20, 25 in between there.
You know what? In our mocks, I had Simashev, I think, at like 18.
Well, I changed to my lucky Kachina jersey. It was my dad's. I just stole it, or I didn't steal it. I just requisitioned it and never gave it back. So,
Detroit jersey?
No, that was my. I love this jersey a lot.
I want you to get rid of the Coyotes one too.
We'll see. If we get a bad pick here, sorry, Dad, I might be torching this one. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Yeah,
make a goodwill run.
If we take a bad pick here, Haynes will go sit in the penalty box for us.
There we go.
If it's a bad pick, Haynes is out. Haynes can't take having his hat off again a second time and not saying a word for like 5 minutes. Haynes is out at that point. You can give me a 10-minute game misconduct and boot me to Reno. I don't care.
Red card.
You know what?
You missed the next you missed draft 2 or the next stream 2.
Feels like a San Jose pick, honestly. A big Russian guy. I mean, it would make so much more sense later, but he still feels like a St. Louis guy. And it would be so great if they reached and took him here. Because then all the players I don't want us to reach for are off the board except Hanzik. So I'd be fine with them taking Hanzik too, honestly. You know what? At least Matthew Wood has some great.
We believe in Matthew Wood. We believe in him as a player. It's just not the position.
He's not the player I want, but I believe in him as a player.
You can change the position at that age. I mean, what's your role?
And you know what? You did talk about the fact that Matthew Wood played center up until he got to UConn.
Yeah. You can put him at center.
Thank you, Chase. I give a shout out to Lawson's dad, who I'm friends with, Mike. I'll give a shout out to Mike Krause. He was the one who pushed me to go for Lawson. I was debating between him and Kelsey and Hayton, and honestly, I knew he was going to tell me to pick, but he says that he does not see enough Krause jerseys at Coyotes games. So if you go to a Coyotes game, wear a Krause jersey, because he's not seeing enough of them on TV, and that really upsets him. So please wear your Krause jerseys too. Show your love to Lawson Krause.
You gonna buy me one too, Haynes?
No, I'm not. You're getting the Sam Gagner jersey. You're not getting out that one.
Damn it.
The Lawson Krause jersey gets the love, stitched, everything, got the A. It's a great jersey. This is probably
down to the wire.
One of my favorite jerseys ever. I love the Kachina. This pushes Kachina. This is a tough jersey once you got it on. This is a cool jersey.
All right.
I don't think I'd be more.
I wonder if Bill and Doug talked about this pick beforehand.
They negotiated under the table.
Like Doug.
Middle of the night parking lot.
No, Doug just did like the family thing and was like, "Hey, if I take this guy, are you going to be mad?"
Isn't that tampering?
No, they're brothers or cousins or something.
Oh, right.
Are they related?
At the Thanksgiving
dinner. They're related.
I'm 99% sure.
I'll double check it. I don't think they're related. Let me double check it. I don't think they're related. I think
I know they served on the same staff.
Oh yeah, they served on the same staff for years, but I don't think
they're related.
They could be brothers from another mother. We don't know.
I'm double checking it right now.
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah,
you blew it.
Oh man,
we're getting so close to it being Samuel Hanzik.
Unrelated.
It's not going to be Hanzik.
They just happen to share the same last name.
It's a family show, Chase. It's a family show.
And they just happen to share a case of Budweiser while they discuss picks.
Can we get Chase booted from the comments? Can we send him to the penalty box in the comments?
Chase, you're going to Reno. Pack your stuff, buddy.
Oh no, he's going to Amarillo, bro. I'm telling you, guys. Reno, by the way, none of you belong there. So I have to call you down worse than that.
Tyler, you know you have to do. You've seen the meme of with Adam Silver. It says, "Better learn to speak Chinese, buddy."
Oh
Chase,
yeah.
Better learn to speak Chinese, buddy. You're going. We're sitting across seas. You better learn.
Yeah. Good luck.
All right, so if Zach Benson doesn't go in the next 2 picks, he'd be teaming up with Matthew Savoy.
Whoever takes
Connor Geeky.
Whoever takes Benson is getting an incredible player. This is a guy who he's truly incredible. It's just he's one of the best passers in the draft, if not the best passer. One of the best defensive forwards in the draft, if not the best defensive forward. One of the best forecheckers in the draft. It's just his size. That's it. His size And his skating, while not necessarily a weakness, isn't elite, which you usually want for somebody that size.
What are you drinking, Haynes?
It's actually really good. You know, I'm going to throw an unofficial, not sponsored at all, but please sponsor me because I'm drinking it. It's a Doc's Sour Cherry Cider, which perfectly matches the jersey, like it to a T. Same maroon, a little bit of tan on there. I mean, this might as well just be the choice drink of the Coyotes right here.
It's even got the same
wearing this
colour as the
jersey.
jersey.
Yeah, look at that.
That's perfect.
I'm
Matches.
telling you, man.
Absolutely perfect.
I think I just got to go back and now find like 3 more beers that match the rest of my uniform sets, and just pair beer with the jersey I'm wearing.
You need an
It's gonna be
orange one
hard
and
to
a black
pair
one.
something with my Panther stuff, Tyler.
So
I just
you're
thought about that.
what's your
It's gonna be
Charlotte
hard.
Seed kit? The best
Right
kit you
here.
own.
This bad boy right here.
Yes.
Nope, wrong one. Don't look
Oh,
at it.
that one. No, we don't want that.
I got you.
Get the good kit.
It's hanging up. I got you. Wait. It's hanging up.
It's the one you should be wearing. Well, I guess after our pick.
I don't know if I'm wearing that during a hockey live stream, my friend. You mean this one though?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
That's such
wow,
a good
look
kit.
at that.
I like that
You know how
kit.
much
That
I
is
paid
a
for
great
this,
kit.
Joe? Joe,
When did
this
I-
authentic
Yeah,
Adidas
go on.
is 130 retail. I got for $16.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. Don't pay
Fashion
them for
icon.
for,
Hey man, I only set trends. That's all I'm saying. I only set trends. That's all I'm
All
gonna
right.
say. Is I only set trends, guys. I only do that.
Oh,
Everybody's listening. I only set the trends.
How
Yeah.
big is it? How big is the MLS now?
It's getting big.
Is it
We're
getting
looking
big?
at our 2025. San Diego just got an expansion. Austin was St. Louis. They paid $5 million to expand, and then
Yep.
San Diego just paid $50 million. So it's getting
Wow.
there with Messi coming too. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
finally getting there.
Easy.
In the World Cup, we
And-
have the Club World Cup coming, Copa.
And,
The World Cup.
and in 10 years, we might have 60 teams. And
Yeah.
the amount of teams that expand every year, we might have 60 clubs by the end of 2026. That's gonna be a hell of a schedule when they have to play
And the
like
USL's good,
180
too.
something game schedule.
I mean, they
love
never
it.
play each other all the same.
I mean, there's like what?
They
There's
never
like
play
I think there's
everything.
30. There's over 30 teams. Is there over 30, Tyler?
Yeah. We have the U.S. Open Cup where all professional men's teams in America play against each other. So that's
So
our
that's your
big, kind of like
FA.
our FA Cup. Yeah.
Yep.
Not as big yet, but it's kind of getting there. Then we have a Leagues Cup, which is going to contain a certain amount of MLS, certain amount of Liga MX, and then certain amount of Canadian Premier League teams.
Right.
Tyler,
So,
Matt's
it's-
back.
Gotcha. All right.
Grandy, thank you for being the guy to call those out because I've sat in the backstage a lot when I text Tyler and he doesn't look at the chat.
Anyway,
I'm sitting over here doing like this in the backstage. I'm like waving my hands, trying to get his attention. I'm like throwing the thumbs up as hard as I can. Like I'm like throwing my laptop across the room. The hope Tyler looks up in the corner and sees my like camera flying through the air and is like, "Oh, Haynes."
I'm a very busy man, Haynes.
Right.
You see how hard it is to be me?
So since
Yeah,
you
you
guys
had to put that terrible Red Wings jersey on. I must have taken a lot.
Relax. Relax.
since
Just
you guys were
Vince,
talking
that
about
door's
drinking,
open.
I had to get
Uh-huh.
a glass of scotch because
Oh, what kind?
it's Glenlivet
Scotch on the
18.
rocks.
Scotch on the frozen metal hockey pucks.
That's cool. That's sweet.
Yeah,
This way-
I'm playing hockey tonight, and I was not gonna drink, but this draft's not going well.
This way,
You play
Matt
well
has
there.
something to throw. This way, Matt has something to throw when.
Are you
it is
kidding me?
on.
The scotch costs way too much to throw.
When you guys hear a
Scotch
glass
explosion.
shatter, just know what
Mhm.
happened.
No, you don't waste scotch in this house.
No, you'll down it first. You'll down it first. I know
Yeah.
you, man.
You'll
It's
finish
nice
drinking.
You don't
glass.
waste
then throw
good.
the
You don't
glass.
waste good scotch, but
Hit chug and then chuck the glass.
yeah.
Yep.
That's good scotch.
So with that pick, then
All right, there goes Will
Um,
Under. All right, Oliver
you saying?
Moore,
Benson,
Zach Benson.
Moore, Benson.
I think Oliver Moore get the Golden Gophers teammate of Logan Cooley this season. Zach Benson would be my pick 2. Matthew Wood would
about
probably be my
Honzek,
pick
you know?
3.
There's gonna be a lot of guys hopping off here in a second if it's not one of those 3 guys.
Just be me on the stream. Just be me sitting here, just like, all right,
Live
guys.
stream over.
perfect.
Come on, Honzek.
Actually, if it goes bad, me and Joe can just talk
So-
football the rest of the time. I mean, that'll work
Yeah.
too.
man.
Bronman
Absolutely.
just put out there that Simashev definitely has top pair potential. So it's not just
Yeah, I
me
saw
that,
that tweet.
that was thinking,
Oracle.
maybe he's got potential to be that guy if his game translates. So hopefully,
he also did say that there was a lot of teams that had him in that range, so you wouldn't have gotten him in a trade down more than likely. Now, we just got to hope he takes that Cedar-like bump. If he's the next Mo Cedar in 2 years, nobody's talking about this as a bad pick at all, irregardless of who they passed on. Oh, man. Willander, though, that's a good pick for Vancouver. They needed that.
I like him. I like him a lot, actually.
pretty solid riser.
I think he's, yeah.
Favorite hockey memory winning U20 gold. Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, that tournament's what put him at 11.
Yeah, no kidding. He was being mocked in the second round before that tournament, but he was so good. He was just so good, and his skating is so top notch.
It is. He for sure outplayed ASP, who everybody had at that spot initially.
That is one thing. Like I said about Simashev, those three defensemen were so tiers above everyone else. Skating wise. So yeah. Now we
I'm
go.
so happy to get a rental car.
Now we go the next best, or now we go the best skater the draft has seen since Connor McDavid and more. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
I can't. Please, Bill. Don't play the expect the unexpected here. Please, in this situation, just
Yeah.
play the safe game.
Play
Don't
a safe card.
Yeah, don't play the safe card. Please don't play Wires call.
What is really remarkable is how chalk the draft has been outside of our pick.
To hang on real quick, to go to what Haynes was saying about making the safe pick, nothing about the Simashev pick is the safe pick. That's
Yeah,
like the swing for the fences.
Yeah, that was
So
their
I can't
Wires
imagine
call.
that. I can't imagine that he goes anything other than the swing for the fences here.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is that the Shimashev pick was the expect the unexpected pick. I'm telling Bill here not to go the unexpected, expect the unexpected pick here. I'm saying play the safe pick here.
And the best players that we all view as being available outside of Matthew Wood, all of them are under 6 feet or right at 6 feet. So if it's not Matthew Wood, you have to know he's going premium position.
Or Benson. Don't kill my Benson dream.
Or more.
More is a premium
you have
position.
to get better than Barrett Hayton at 2C. Like that has to be your number one goal.
About to find out as soon as this commercial.
I wonder if Simashev plays with Dursey, if that's not the idea there. You've got a guy who's excellent offensively, a little bit smaller, moves the puck really well, can quarterback a power play, and now you just add a big physical defenseman who skates well, can shut teams down, and adds just a little bit. I wonder if that's not like an ideal pairing right there. But then could you imagine like skating into the offensive zone and Simashev and Lamoureux are the two guys that you're skating in against?
Yeah, I would
Simashev at 6'4"
literally
is the
shit
smaller
myself.
of the guy.
6'4" and
shit
6'7". Jesus, it's like coming up against the wall. That.
That'd be a phenomenal penalty killing group.
Okay, here we go. Hopefully not as heartbreaking.
Oh man!
Don't look at your notifications.
I
Put
think
your phones
my
up.
stream was like 2.5 seconds behind you guys, so I'm not even paying attention to you guys. My headphones are coming off.
All right.
What's funny is mine is a hit behind yours.
Oh wow.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm
I
gonna
saw
try
it.
to go quiet for a second.
I called
got
it.
you.
I mean,
Yeah.
I called
Watch my
it,
hat.
but
All right, Haynes. Ready to go back? You want to go in the sin bin? Take that as a yes.
Fucking what is that crap? What?
I actually think
Shit.
didn't Mike Gould have that in our mock
He
at 12?
did. Yes, he did.
Well,
Oh man!
well, if
I don't
you
hate
do,
that
It-
one. I mean,
it's
it's
another.
a reach, but I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. It's another swing. It's another swing for the fences. They're both huge home run swings. Now, did we strike out or did we? I will say it is absolutely hilarious though that there was 3 high-profile Russians in this draft, and everybody's talking about how the Coyotes should not go Mishkov because of the Russian issues, and we go the other 2.
It's not the Russian issues that they shouldn't have gone Mishkov. It's the will he want to play for you?
Yeah, but you can say that about any Russian. You really can.
Yeah, but Mishkov is such a high-profile one who's already said he's willing to stay in Russia. There's the difference there. I mean, you
not
don't
mad,
have that. You don't have
You didn't.
Boot or
You didn't have that with. You didn't have that with the guy the Rangers took.
yeah, but he actually came over, and you're talking about Kratzov, yeah, because he actually did come
he came
over.
over. And then every single season, every single time anything would happen, threatened to leave to Russia.
Yeah, but the problem was that he came over anticipating to play top 6 minutes, and New York stuffed him on the 4th line, and then actually sent him down. That's a completely different situation. It's not even comparable to Mishkov.
No, it's not comparable to Mishkov. I'm not using that to compare to Mishkov. I'm using that to compare to Boot.
I don't think that's going to be an issue for him because he doesn't have to beat out Panarin or Kreider or any of those guys to get playing time.
What a pick. So we had someone ask, should we, or Ashley asked us, do they need to be mad? I don't think mad is right, but maybe
disappointed, really.
Yeah.
Considering who's on the board.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly it. It's disappointing.
Disappointed. They're not bad players, but from what I've seen, it's a reach. Again, it's a case of maybe they see something that nobody else has.
I try not to worry too much about whether or not something's a reach. Because honestly, if you end up getting the best player, whether it seems like a reach or not, doesn't matter. What bothers me is if you reached on him and everybody, the 5 or 6 picks that go after him all turn out better than him, then it's a bad decision. But everybody's like the consensus that we see, most of them aren't scouting consensuses. They're, one guy that is watching a lot of tape, a lot of video, stuff like that. I mean, it's what Grandy and I do, and it's how we come up with ours. But outside of maybe 5 or 6 guys that are actually putting out consistent scouting rankings and making mocks, most people aren't going to watch these guys play. So outside of teams actually visiting and watching and scouting, the boards that are the 5 or 6 total mocks that we see that come from Pronman, Scott Wheeler, Cam Robinson, those are the consensus ones we get. Chris Peters. Even McKenzie, his is just info. So I don't know. Plendowski and good.
Especially with McKenzie one thing that you have to keep in mind is he may pull 10 scouts, but if those scouts are from the Tampa Bay Lightning, they're not going to care about these picks. They're not going to care about the top of the draft. They're not going to pay attention to where players are going to go here or nearly as much as teams at the top of the draft will. All it takes is one team to fall in love with someone to throw off an entire scouting board like this one.
Well, if you do want to join us in watching, again, you can visit the website listed below, InsideTheRink.com/ESPN. Get you an ESPN Plus subscription. Thank you for sponsoring this live stream. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the Arizona Sports Underground YouTube channel. They're courteous enough to let us borrow their space for a little bit here, and much appreciated.
I'm curious as to whether or not we see Armstrong look to trade back into the late first round again. Pick 38, moving up maybe 8 to 10 spots. They've got, 4 picks in the third round? So it wouldn't be a stretch.
What a mullet.
Zach Benson and Matthew Savoy on the same team.
Oh, man. What could have been?
Yep, they could have had Dvorsky and Benson.
Yep.
Again, though, with the picks, they've got Booty's 6'5". You had Simashev 6'4", so again they've gone with size, and they did that last year as well.
I don't necessarily mind the size. We've talked about this a little bit recently. Michelli, Keller, Logan Cooley, Nick Schmaltz, all under 6 feet. So if you're really looking to get bigger, and I get that there's all the talk about, Schmaltz isn't part of the core long term and all that, but you still can't go small to replace Schmaltz and play with 6 guys play with 4 guys in your top 6 under 6 feet when one of them is probably going to be Dylan Guenther, who at 6'2" doesn't necessarily play like he's 6'2". Yeah, he's a tall, lengthy guy, but he's not a physical, dig pucks out of the corner type guy. So I don't mind it, getting bigger.
No, on the contrary, I think it's it gives them that kind of identity around. You've got that kind of core of players that are a bit smaller, and then you've also got that bit of size coming into it as well. So I'm trying to think, well, maybe that might be the angle that they're going with again here. They're bringing in these players that are a bit more taller, a bit more physical.
Yeah, it's going to be fun seeing Daniel Boot and Lawson Krause potentially on the ice together. Can you imagine those two killing penalties with Lamoureux and Simashev behind them, and your smallest guy out there might be Lawson Krause? That would be a scary, scary group to go up against.
I am going to warn Coyotes fans right now. Do not read draft grades tomorrow. Do not. Save yourself the pain. We are going to get...
You going from Big Tortilla. Do I do a rant? But it's Bill Armstrong. Do we got to trust in him, right? Yeah, I'd say rant away, Big Tortilla. Rant away.
The thing is we're going to get everybody that says, well, we don't know. how can you know? We're not the GMs. We're not the people like that. But how we're feeling right now is valid still at the same time. Maybe these players turn out and we all look foolish, but
I do kind of think by tomorrow, going back, rewatching some tape, I don't think it's going to be as bad tomorrow as it is right now. And again, there's nothing wrong with the two guys they took. I think the sticker shock factor here is
Yeah, it's a good way of putting it.
you had guys that you thought would be better fits. And I think that's more disappointing than the picks themselves.
Yeah.
So it's not that these guys are bad, that the Coyotes absolutely fumbled this. It's just that as fans, we think there's better options.
And like I said, I think Bill Armstrong still kind of deserves our trust. I don't think he's done anything too much to where it's one of those like, oh boy, here we go. I think he gets the benefit of the doubt for now until his picks start not working out.
The thing I will say is if these players do take leaps next season, and they look like they absolutely 100% should have been selected here, you got to start treating them like you do Stevie Y, where you don't question anything until it's proven.
I do think there's something to be said about that, but the flip side of that same coin is he went size with Connor Geekie and size with Lemeroux last year in the first round, and those picks felt like it was because of their size more so than them being maybe the best players available in those spots. And right now, Lemeroux doesn't look like he should have gone in the first round, and Connor Geekie had some issues this year. He still looks like he was deserving of going in the first round, but maybe not at 11. So I do think size clouds the judgment on a couple of these picks. I'm not a huge fan of picking specifically for size, but I mean, yeah, I do agree though. You got to wait and see.
As I said, with the picks, it seems like again you're going to go with the size kind of route with those. They're both big players.
I will not bash. You're not bashing. I'm not gonna say anything about Connor Geekie solely because from Tyler and Gray know this from last year's draft thing. I was ecstatic about the Coyotes getting him, and so much so that when they selected him, I jumped back into the live stream solely to express how happy I was that they took him.
I actually tweeted earlier in the year last year that I thought they were going to take Logan Cooley and find a way to get Connor Geekie, and Grandy ended up retweeting that because I hit on both of those. But this is looking a year later. I loved the Geekie pick at the time. I had no problem with it at 11. I thought he fit the Armstrong mold, and the skill was there. The skating was not as big of a factor as a lot of people made it out to be. But I don't know. I don't think he took the jump that a lot of people wanted to see him take this year.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. No secret. I think he's going to be in Winnetachi next year with the Winnipeg Ice have now moved to Winnetachi, Washington, and I think he's going to be back in the WHL this year with the Wild. And I think it's going to benefit him the most to have another year back in juniors. I don't think he had the worst season possible, but like you said, Matt, I don't think he had anything that would justify that he took a step from his draft year. But it's a new season, next season, new team. We don't know how he's going to look at training camp. A lot of guys coming to training camp surprise you. For example, Karel
a lot of the issues that were brought up with him last year weren't so much like physical issues, but they were coaching philosophy, him and his coach not being on the same page, him wanting to play a game his way while the team was instructed to play the game another way. And that kind of hindered him a little bit. And that worries me because it's not so much that you didn't take a step forward from a maturity standpoint or a skill standpoint, but more you couldn't find a way to assimilate with the team's scheme, and that's what hurt you. And to make a comparison, that's why Jesse Puljujarvi found his way out of Edmonton.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Winnipeg just fired their coach. I'm pretty sure they fired their coach after the end of the season's end, or they parted ways. They ain't fired. They parted ways. I think both sides did. I could be wrong there, but I think they parted ways, which, it'll be interesting to see how that, benefits Geeky next season. I mean, if that is the case and he doesn't have a coach next season, how that benefits him going forward. I mean, I do see where you're coming from in terms of, he does have, kind of that coaching philosophy issue, and that's a big thing. And be interesting to see how he adjusts that going forward. I mean, that's really a lot of what can hinder your career as a player is can you buy into what the coach is saying? If you're constantly butting heads with your coach, it's kind of hard to see yourself progress as a hockey player if you're trying to do the opposite of what the coach is trying to get the team to do. So I get your point of it.
So one thing I want to ask is, where does everyone see the style of this team going in 3 years when these players are on the team?
I don't necessarily see them going away from what Bear's been teaching now. I think it's still outside of Geeky, I don't think they've drafted a forward that doesn't have high skill upside. Geeky projects to be that, just solid two-way center winger, but Daniel Boot, tons of skill upside. Dylan Gunther, tons of skill upside. Clayton Keller, Matthias Michelli, Logan Cooley, like the skill, even Lawson Krause in there, the skill upside is still there. I think it's just
what
I
mean.
Good.
What I mean by the question is more along the lines. There seems to be two directions teams tend to go. One is a fast, up-tempo attacking style, and the other one is more grind it, slow it down, etc., etc.
Well, I don't think they're going to be either of those, because I don't think you're going to get the slow it down, grind it out type play with the top six that they're potentially building. But they're not going to get the ultimate fast-paced attack team with potentially 9 of the 12 forwards that they've gone with either, and especially if Simashev is on your top pair. But then the flip side of that is Sean Dursey could be, on the right side of that top pair. So I think St. Louis is ultimately the comparable here. There's going to be a couple of guys like St. Louis with Jordan Kyrou, Robert Thomas, when they had Torrey Krug. There's some guys that can bring speed, Tarasenko, Braden Shen, and then there's the slow it down, Ryan O'Reilly, Ivan Barbashev, Colton Parenko. I think they're trying to build a mix of the two, and throughout the game they can attack you two different ways. But I definitely don't see where it's definitively either one of those. They're not going to grind it out, nor are they going to beat you by being the fastest, best skating team.
Hey, he can speak.
And there goes Matthew Wood.
Yep. Matthew Wood, what?
God damn, Oliver Moore is still there.
We could have had him, bro.
Another guy that's going to be an absolute steal. Is Mike right now? I wonder if he's hoping that they take him. The Flames.
I still think Kobe Barlow ends up here.
All right, guys. I am going to hop out for a little bit. I'm going to try maybe get back before the end of the first round here. If not, I'm going to hop out for a bit. I got some other stuff to do and all that. But if I don't come back in, appreciate you guys having me on as always.
Of course.
Glad everybody that joined got to see me wear 3 different jerseys and hats throughout the night. I could have honestly worn a lot more. I had the purple reverse retro and the St. Doan jersey. I mean, I could have gone in the closet and pulled out like so many more. But it's been fun. I mean, maybe not as fun as who I hoped was going to fall at 6 and 12.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's always fun to get in here and talk with everybody. And I appreciate by coming in, Chase. I appreciate your love for my my wardrobe and all that. But yeah, if I don't talk to you guys again before I hop back in for the first, it's been a pleasure. But I am going to step out for now.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
He's got the skill. 6'4", center.
All right. Down
Christ.
one. Still awake over there, Joe?
Huh?
Still awake over there?
Still awake. Still awake. Yeah, it's
Monster helps.
that monster did help actually. Although I've drank it all. That was about an hour ago. We're on beer now. After those picks. We've gone to
Yeah, I'm about to
alcohol
grab
now.
one myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Huh?
more power to you, man, for staying
Yeah,
power
just do-
through this.
I know. It'd have been a lot easier if they'd have picked who I wanted them to pick instead of who
I
they
know,
actually picked. But there we go. It is what it is.
Like,
16 now, Jesus.
Well,
so the nice thing is, we only have to follow one Russian team next year.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There's the positives.
Teammates.
There we
Neil
go.
Buck, yeah, or Boot. You
Boot,
cursed
yeah.
me. You cursed me, Adam. I did it now.
I wonder.
I guess we're laughing at both of you then.
I wonder if they've-
Yeah.
I wonder if they've had these players because they had that tweet about when we took what's his name, that first one, can't remember his name now.
Simashev.
Simashev. Craig Morgan tweeted out that he looks better than what the consensus was. I wonder if that's because it is more difficult this year than ever to actually scout these Russian players. What do you think about that?
Hold the catch up, but yeah, absolutely, Adam.
Blue box, baby. Blue box mac and cheese. The best.
No ketchup though. No ketchup though.
Oh, yeah, no
That
ketchup.
is
No,
very
no, no.
important.
Not on that.
I'm
No,
gonna be
no.
honest, I've never actually eaten mac and cheese.
I'll mail you some.
I was really
Oh,
hoping
man.
you
We don't do it here. It's not a thing.
Do you guys do ketchup there?
Yeah, we've got ketchup.
Ah, that's terrible.
Joe-
I'm really sorry for you.
Joe, when the new arena's built, you got to come to the States.
Mhm.
We'll all hit a game together, and we'll take you out for some mac and cheese after.
Oh,
No, we're taking better American food than that.
Yeah, I will take them out for some sushi. A shitload of beer.
Yeah. Better American food than that.
Sushi's not American food.
I didn't
It
say
is
that.
if you eat it in America.
I was thinking like In-N-Out burger, a couple of hot dogs, the ballpark, something.
Man, I'm still stunned.
Yeah, but it didn't. Yeah.
I'll-
So what's the total at the money at? I forgot to ask earlier. What are we?
It's all gone to shit, really, to be honest. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, I had Willander
4,
right to
right.
Vancouver.
Well,
Oops.
that's the NHL draft, right?
It always gets a bit rusty once you get past the 10th pick, and this year especially, they're all in different kind of spots because they're all kind of
I had
at a similar skill level. Really.
I only had your top 5 written down, Matt. I just remembered your Arizona picks. Did you get anybody right 7 through?
I've got 3 right so far. I've got Bedard, Reinbacher to Montreal, Villander to Vancouver.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 right. Because we both had Villander to Vancouver.
Here come the Flames pick.
I am going to go out on a limb and guess Panda. Panda, that's American. You guys have some
Ben
weird...
Express is good.
Oh, Panda's American, but sushi's not? Come on.
I'm repeating what Adam said. I'm reading comments, unlike you guys, unlike
Express,
our hosts.
it's a restaurant, fast
Hey,
food
my
joint.
TV's not in front of me. I got to look to the side.
Oh,
I didn't see it yet. Come on.
Grandy's watching on his phone, so he's getting it fastest.
no,
Come
I'm
on.
not watching on my phone.
Oh,
I
what a
think my
pick.
Wi-Fi finally picked
Oh,
up.
Samuel Honzek.
What a pick.
Wow.
I feel
Well,
so bad for Mike.
sorry, Mike.
I feel bad for Mike. We are so sorry.
Yeah, Mike, if you're watching. Oof. They've got a lot going on over there in Calgary, too.
Yeah. I want to say,
Right now is like, fuck, Canada? Really?
But he does play for him. He's going to stay there. Just go next door.
Yeah, but like it's kind of like
Adam,
the whole
I'm
reason
sorry.
you join the military is to see the rest of the world.
Yeah, right.
Adam, you are not at 100% for your draft. I do want to say that very specifically.
Half moon, though. That's what I'm talking about, Chase. Those wings are the best, man. Best wings you'll ever hear. Half moon.
How's Chase got time to watch this, but he can't be here?
He's working. He's a working man. Allegedly.
Because he's working. So
Allegedly.
he has this on one monitor and is working
We're
on the
helping him
other.
focus.
At least that's what he says. He's probably out there playing. He's probably playing Diablo.
No, he's probably playing FIFA trying to get ready to beat me, but he's not going to. I want to smoke him.
AFC next year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Can't
But then
wait.
FIFA's supposedly developing a game of their own, but I haven't heard anything
Yeah,
about that, so good luck to them.
yeah, they'll keep the rights. They'll just give it to a different developer or whatever. I don't know.
I hope Holland's on the cover of EAFC. I think he deserves it. And Mbappe had for a couple of years now. It's like we're good. Or Enzo Fernandez.
Sure you
Homer
do,
pick.
Chase. Sure you do.
Yeah,
Kunku, that's a good one.
don't know about that one. Personally,
You know, we could just put Frank Lampard. You know, have a real legend on there. Proper
oh
Chelsea
yeah.
right there.
Well, if you want legend, put on just all of them. Bobby Moore, Paul Gascoigne.
You know, I'm 95% certain we're a hockey podcast.
Actually, Joe, I did have a question for you. Actually,
Yes. go on.
Oh no!
Madison to Tottenham. Madison to Tottenham.
Yeah,
What
I
do you think?
saw that. Yeah, I think
That's
that's a really good
wild.
signing. That's a really good signing for them because he's a really good player. The way he moves the ball about. I mean, for Leicester, he was their main outlet chances wise. So yeah, that's a really good signing for Spurs.
Are the
Joe, I've
memes
got a
over
much
though?
more important question for you. What
Okay.
animal could you take with your
I
bare
knew
hands?
it. I knew it. What's the fiercest animal you could take in a fight?
Life or
Yes,
death?
down for
Life or
pizza.
death? You die if you lose.
There's some balmy animals out there, like the honey badger. It's a badger, but that's an aggressive animal. That is. Fiercest
take it, though?
animal.
Do we have those in America, or are they
swollen,
only
man.
in Europe?
Honey badgers are.
me see.
Fiercest animal, I should say.
We have badgers. We don't have honey badgers. Honey badgers are exclusive to Africa.
Honestly, like maybe a shark, because all you have to do is then like punch it on the nose.
Did I not say that?
It's not a bad one.
Because you can just punch
You
it
said
on
a
the nose. Then.
crocodile or something.
Well, yeah, no, I could take crocodile, but I did bring up the fact that you could punch a shark in the nose.
Yeah, and I feel like it is a fierce animal, but it's got like an Achilles heel. You just punch it on the nose, and it's done.
Grab his gills and go for a ride. I'm
What
not
if it was
gonna
like a
go for pizza,
whale
though.
shark that like eats shrimp?
Climb in there and
Plank
punch from the
or
inside
whatever.
out. Just like claw your way up from the
Yeah,
top of his
but,
head.
but like a whale shark wouldn't even eat
Well,
you.
then I'm taking on a blue whale. Where are
Why?
we going with that?
They're not fierce though. A blue whale's not a fierce animal.
Neither is a whale shark.
Have you ever been hit by a whale shark?
Yeah,
Because you don't sound like an expert.
they're quite
No,
aggressive in
but
some
I've
seasons. We don't
I've
know.
watched plenty of documentaries where they literally swim hanging onto their fins.
Okay, it's because they're not in their active
I've seen
state.
them do that to like great whites too, and shit's okay.
And Shamu, they ride on Shamu's
I've
back.
never seen
at
them grab a
SeaWorld.
Yeah,
straight.
and orcas are more
I've never
aggressive than
seen-
great whites.
Orcas are pretty fierce. They're called a killer
whales,
whale.
man.
Yeah, killer whale. Yeah.
Killer's got to come from somewhere.
See, I like this guy. See, that's why we hired him. Allegedly.
Yeah.
All right.
He gets
I
part
gotta
of
ask
Haynes'
another
$50.
question that's been asked on the podcast before. If you could change one NHL team's mascot,
Oh, there you go.
what would it be?
Did you keep all my questions of the week?
No, I just remember them because some of them are really stupid. Okay,
Hey, thank you.
Tyler's favorite question, which he answered in
Flutter
the
for a minute.
most insensitive way possible. If you had two kids and you could make one of them like an NHL athlete and the other one couldn't read, would you, or would you make them both the same?
Both average.
Yeah,
both
you'd make one NHL, yeah. One couldn't read.
Yeah, one
can't
couldn't read,
but
one's a
one in
professional
the
athlete.
NHL. Or
Like one's like
they both
tier
be normal
NHL player
kids.
too. Top tier. Like he's a legend. But the other kid can't read.
First one. If
Yeah.
he's top tier, he's making like 10 million bags
Yeah,
a year.
but your other kid can't read.
He can support him.
There we go. He gets it. Oh, that's
No,
oh man.
no.
What?
Come on, yeah.
It's a
I would trade my ability to read for my kid to be able to do that. I wouldn't
Well,
want one kid to be one way and another kid to be the other.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends. I mean, with this choice, is it like?
he's fine. Just can't read. He just doesn't have the ability. He just can't grasp the reading
know that
concept.
This is, or will I have like no memory of this pick? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to live with it. You have to live with it.
Gotta
But
live with it. Yeah.
you get a top tier. I'm talking like Connor McDavid style kid, but your other son or kid can't read. Not the brightest, but you know.
Nah.
I mean, I don't know, man.
Okay. Here's a question. If you have a kid and you can make him top tier in any sport, which sport are you having him be that in?
Oh, that's a good one. Had to think about it. I actually had to put some thought into that.
Wow.
Wait, what? Say it again.
What sport would you like to have a kid top tier in?
Baseball.
I'm torn between two. There's two that I'm torn on.
Likely to end up with CTE or any serious kind of injury
Oh, that's a
in,
good point.
but you're going to get paid out the ass to play it.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Well, you
I
are
was gonna say
playing that,
soccer or
I mean,
baseball.
You're playing it every day with baseball.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I have to go to work every day. I mean,
yeah, but
Not only
like
and
they're
you're-
away from
okay, I was looking
where they live.
at this
I
from
don't
a more selfish direction. Oh
no.
Connor McDavid is the greatest baseball or the greatest hockey player in the world and makes $13.5
Connor McDavid is
million.
not a baseball player. You are
What
off
is
your game
that?
today, Grandy.
He's jumping on everything, man.
I
Nothing
said,
gets him to do, man.
That's because my frustration is
fuck
built
you.
from the way this draft's gone.
Hey, language. This is for kids.
Oh,
Yeah, but if they can't
Connor
read, can
McDavid
they
is
hear?
the world's greatest hockey
Yeah, I hope so.
player and makes how much?
Like $10 a year.
He makes so much on endorsements, it doesn't matter.
But
Yeah,
this
I'm
wasn't
sure he
the
does a lot
question.
on
The question
endorsements.
was just you have
But-
a kid
Yeah, but it's
Fine.
what sport you want him to play. It doesn't matter.
in endorsements.
What they make
And
doesn't
salary.
necessarily matter. What
He
sport
can-
would you like him to play?
They can play whatever.
Golf's
they
a good
want
one,
to.
actually. Golf is a good
Yeah,
one.
golf
Golf-
is right there with
That's a good one.
baseball
That's
because
a
you're
good
not
one.
going to get CTE from playing golf unless you get that one guy from Happy Gilmore in the Volkswagen that hits you.
Cricket.
Oh yeah,
Cricket's
cricket. Yeah, I know
dangerous.
a little bit of that. Yeah.
Cricket.
It
That
is?
is dangerous.
How?
Yeah, dude. You seen how big that paddle is that they're swinging?
My dad has one.
That
in
ball,
his
like,
garage.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
played
but,
cricket
Yeah, but cricket's not that dangerous. You only break a few fingers.
at most. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the ball's so hard. So when you catch it, if you don't catch it right, it tends to break your fingers.
Gee, that sounds
Hey,
terrible.
put your unlucky jersey back on, Tyler.
As you wish.
Or
Oh, I feel so. I feel so bad for our listeners.
Why? They got some filler. Go home, Chief.
They've got some.
All right. Oliver Moore.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if they get Oliver Moore right here, that would be a
Like,
steal
it's-
because I thought if he was going to go somewhere ahead of the Coyotes, it would be at 9 to Detroit. If they get him at 17, that's a huge win for them.
If they get him at 17, this is another scenario of switch the 2 picks, and all of a sudden this looks like a phenomenal draft.
They look like a genius.
They would.
The guys are playing.
They look like a
The
genius.
guys are playing.
Yeah, because nobody would be upset about Nate Danielson at 17.
Oliver Moore. Bonk.
No, that's Pelican.
Like they're Swedes.
This
I
is
like
a great
it.
pick.
I actually like it. for
This
you
is
guys.
Yeah. A
this
Swedish
is a
defenseman
phenomenal pick.
in Detroit.
I'd argue their biggest need coming into the draft was a center and a power play quarterback. And
Well,
depending
yeah,
on how you
they
feel
had
about
one of
Danielson,
those. I mean, if you think about this, they literally traded Philip Hronek for ASP. They basically traded the same guy for the same guy.
see, I am not as big of a Philip Hronek fan as you.
I think he's a phenomenal power play quarterback. He's a good second pairing defenseman. He's slightly bigger than ASP. I think a lot of what each of them bring is very, very similar. ASP might have a slight edge in skating, but I really do think they're extremely similar players.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to see how he does this year in Vancouver.
Is the jersey still cursed?
I think it's
this is a
No, I think that's a good pick. Yeah, really good
redeemed.
pick mover. One of the best in the class.
Good job, Zetterberg.
I mean, you say you want to see how Hronek does in Vancouver, but it's not like he went to a much worse situation than he was in Detroit. And he's actually going to be in a net positive situation not really. Actually, the situation is slightly worse because in Detroit, he could be the number 1 power play quarterback, even over Sider, because of his offensive ability. He's not going to take that number 1 spot away from Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes also, or not Quinn Hughes. The Canucks also don't have quite the same team in front of him. Detroit's on the rise, whereas Vancouver's kind of
still
in
got
tailspin right
Brock
now.
Besser, Elias Pettersson, JT Miller. Like that power play unit that he's not going to end up playing with might actually be better than the unit that he was playing with in Detroit. If you look at the two teams on face value, Elias Pettersson's the best player on either team.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that. But
Good choices.
Besser was still like a 55-point guy or a 60-point guy last year. JT Miller, if he's not in his own head and not being a dick, he's still got 60, 65-point seasons left in him. I don't know. I agree with you 100%.
He's
Vancouver's on the way down.
Yeah,
I agree with you
and
100%
that more than anything else is my point.
But I
about
don't
the wanting to see how he
necessarily
does there.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think it changes who he is as a player, though. I still think he's going to put up his points. Vancouver does score a ton at even strength. That second power play unit might not be nearly as potent, but he's still going to quarterback a power play unit there. He's still going to be a 40-point guy in Vancouver, I think.
We had a question in the chat, by the way.
Okay.
What was it? lacrosse or soccer.
Is that a question or is that
There,
I think
there.
that's a comment
that'd be a
to what we
Yeah, I
had
think
to
that's an
play.
answer.
Lacrosse would be cool, especially the Premier Lacrosse League, but it's just not to the money of soccer yet. But I probably want my kid to be in. Probably either baseball or
hang on.
is my choice.
Is poker a sport? Because quite honestly, I'd like him to just play poker and make millions. And they got a job playing cards. They're not going to get hurt.
I mean, if Call of Duty is an esport, I don't see why poker can't be considered something. Might as well. I mean, they got a World Series, so hey, why not?
Darts.
Yeah, I'd count poker.
Go back to
For
that,
this, I'd count poker.
Yeah,
Essentially, if you can make a living off of something along that lines, something competitive that people pay you to do. Yeah,
You just described
I think that's the
OnlyFans.
crux.
OnlyFans
Oh, there we go. OnlyFans is a sport.
you want your son to do OnlyFans? What the
I
hell?
don't see where the competition is there, but
If you're good, everybody watches you, and if you're bad, nobody watches
I mean, I guess.
and with that, the announcement of the Chirpin Yotes OnlyFans page.
I'm not a part of that. You don't want to see this. You absolutely do not want to see this.
Speaking of,
you. You got
paying
something
the
to say
bills,
now,
Tyler,
Chase? Or
He's our first.
Speaking of
He's
paying-
our poster boy.
Speaking of paying the bills, Tyler.
Yes. By the way, money.
Speaking of paying the bills, Tyler.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, speaking of paying the bills, perfect transition. Don't forget, you can join us in this chaos by going to the website to listen below, insidetherink.com/ESPN, and get you an ESPN Plus subscription courtesy of Inside the Rink. Thank you for supporting the show. Also, it's got a great website. Speaking of the website, while we're on that topic, Grandy is one of the premier writers over there, pumping out articles every 3 seconds. I think I get the alert for that. So the man does not sleep. He does not eat. He only writes about hockey. You also have merch.
Stop.
Pretty much. I mean, it is damn near. Our merch will be on there. T-shirts, stickers, mugs. Tell your mom you love them by giving her a mug. She'll love it. That's it for the advertisements. And also, of course, please do subscribe to the Arizona Sports Underground YouTube channel. They are gracious enough to host us this fine evening. Give them a subscribe. They have all kinds of content about the Arizona sports that you love.
I love how we went to an ad break while Winnipeg is making their pick because nothing is more. Yeah, that's it exactly. Nothing is more like symbolic of the NHL than that.
Consummate
Well,
professionals.
I mean,
It's like
Okay.
they let the Expos pick, so why not?
now I've got a problem. Now I got a real problem because Chicago's on the clock. If they go Oliver Moore after getting Connor Bedard, might actually cry.
Are you going to walk off? Or are you going to have to pull?
No, I'm just going to be really, really disappointed that
How
two of
disappointing.
the guys who I feel like are like the top of this draft both ended up in Chicago.
If he's still there, at what point are you looking at trading back up?
Probably 25 with St. Louis, I think, would make the most sense.
So he has to get through Chicago, Seattle, Minnesota. Oh, this is Columbus. I don't remember who this is now.
That's Philly.
Philly, New York, and Nashville. I don't see him getting through.
I had 6 more
Oh
picks.
my God.
I don't either, but
if the Wild take him,
here's the thing:
I'm buying my first Wild jersey.
who saw Joe Veleno falling all the way to 25 a couple years back when he was projected to go at like 12?
I did.
For me, it's more the fact that I'm looking at this and I see how obviously Minnesota needs a center. They're going to go the best available center.
Yeah, well, Arizona needed a center and a right shot defenseman, and obviously they didn't go with either. Dumb shit happens.
Yeah.
Coyotes. You
Honestly,
give us a reason to drink, though. You know.
Of
The
all
gift
teams
that keeps on giving.
center,
Mm-hmm.
Winnipeg was that team because they're going to lose Mark Scheifele. They just traded Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Gabe Viardi is he's great. He might be able to play center, but he's a winger. I mean, that's the reality of it. They've got Cole Perfetti and Winnipeg needs a center, guys, and they just took Colby Varlow.
All right, Chicago. Here it comes. Oh, man.
Oh. Bit of ad break stretches.
Yeah, we need like a seventh inning stretch, like a 20th pick stretch or something.
Seventh inning stretch this.
All right. Put me in the background. I got to feed my dogs.
All right.
Oh. So, Blackhawks next.
Yeah.
Any ideas?
I don't know. At this point, anybody I didn't know is already been.
I think this has got to be Oliver Moore. I know he's going to hate it. I know Matt's going to hate it, but you just
need
need
to
to
leave early.
Bedard with talent.
He doesn't actually have dogs.
He just with talent.
Moore or
Mary Tyler Moore.
Should have actually written down who's gone.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
It's got to be in it. Has Perot gone yet? I don't think he has he?
No, he hasn't.
He's not gone yet. Could be him.
And that's another phenomenal talent.
But he's depends on the knee because he's a left shot, isn't he? So.
Yeah, that is the other nice thing is that there will be a fantastic forward available for us still at 35, or no, what I don't. I am blanking on our pick name number.
33, isn't it?
No, it's not 33. I know that much because that's pick one.
Not 33. Oh yeah, that is pick one, isn't it? Oh yeah, it's
33, 34, 35, 36, 37.
You know, I actually forget that the Kraken exist as a
38.
team. I just forget that they exist, even though they made.
They're the new guys in your defense.
Well in the Stanley Cup, but yeah.
Man, oh
man.
There's no way that Bill Zito should be winning, even on the short list, to be honest.
So, having had some time to digest, how are you two feeling about these picks?
You know, like I said, I have fully drank the Bill Armstrong Kool-Aid. I'm guessing he's been scouting for how many years? He's got how many millions of dollars or thousands of dollars wrapped into scouting core? Until he gets a pick that just completely busts, I'm just going to trust him. I mean, I have to at this point. So that's really all I got to say. I mean, he must see something that we don't, maybe. So that's what I'm hoping for. Maybe it's copium, but that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, it's disappointing on paper knowing what we know, but then you've just got to hope that they saw something that will make it a good pick, will make the pick worthwhile. You know, who knows at this point? Obviously, at this point, it is disappointing from who we would have liked to have seen picked in those spots. But as I said, you just got to kind of hope that they see something that will make it worthwhile.
Yeah, so Reinbacher was a safer pick, a much safer pick. Probably one of the safest picks in the entire draft. But for a defenseman, I don't mind Simashev at all because I feel like I've said before, if any defenseman was going to take that cedar leap, it's him. If any defenseman,
there he is.
Poor Matt.
Oh,
that's a good. I mean, on paper, obviously you've got Bedard, but then to add more as well.
How long does Chicago hoist the cup again?
But you have Bedard. At this point, I think you got to be looking at if you're going to move Bedard to wing because you now have Bedard, Oliver Moore, and Frank Nazar. Their pick last year, who people forget about at center. They're stocking up at center. They're doing it right. That's the position you want to stock up on.
the next dynasty in the
No,
2030s.
I'm not going to say they're a long ways away. They stripped their team down to nothing. That's about all they have. That and Kevin Korchinski. They are a long ways away. But if you're going to build, you build down the center.
Or you draft two Russians.
That's what frustrates me the most about this is we could have had a chance to set the team up for a generation down the middle, something we've never had on this team.
Well, that's something that disappoints me a little bit more with the 12th pick than the 6th one is because with the 12th one, we went with Boot, who is a winger. And there were some good centres on the board. Okay, the 6th one, I thought it would have been Mitchkov again as a winger. But if you're going to go with the defenseman, then as Matt said earlier, it makes more sense there to go with a centre in that spot instead of another winger. Because, I mean, Hayton's a good player, but is he going to be that number one centre? I can't see it really. So
number
really
2 center, Logan Cooley's going to look.
You'll have Cooley, but would he? I mean, I don't know. It would have been nice to stock up on another centre. That's the point, really.
We do, yeah, exactly.
Maybe for Austin Matthews.
Because one of this
maybe
now
that's
leaves,
what we're.
Maybe.
I mean,
if your goal is to be competitive, with the rumors, Austin Matthews is signing a 2-year deal in Toronto. If your goal is to get more competitive now,
I mean, it started. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, maybe it's the copium, and it very well could be.
Then, if your plan is to go get Austin Matthews, you use this next year, this upcoming season, as another tank year, and then you go all in on a rebuild, or all in after that. But who knows? Maybe that is the plan.
Yeah.
I just don't like chasing free agents because you're going to have to give him $15 million plus.
We have the space for it, though.
We do have this. Well, we got the space for anything. We've got lots.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're in a prime position to probably scoop them up. I mean, now you mentioned that, you said we could have gone center. I was like, actually, that's what triggered the thought. Was like, actually, it could be by design. We could be like, all right, this is kind of our.
We could be going in a bit more this year to say, look, we're going to develop now into an actual contender here. So come and sign with us.
That's very well. Dangling the carrot.
Dog crap.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think so.
So who knows with that? We'll see. That is one that we'll see. Really.
Yeah, I don't want to get my hopes up too
I can't
high.
believe Perreault's not gone yet, though. I had him at 8th.
He fell,
and he's fallen.
Yeah, Perreault still being there is just shocking.
Man,
I know. I don't want to sit here in silence, but at the same time, I'm just so stunned. It's like,
I know this has been quite. I didn't expect to go this way. I mean, this is definitely. Plus, it's been long. We've been on the air for 2.5 hours, so.
Well, I mean,
we got a question here from Big Tortilla. Blackhawks will be mediocre unless they're going to through free agency and trade, but that's a short term. Not a question, I guess. Comment. Sorry.
On that route with Taylor Hall, but yeah, they really are set up. They stripped so much to go after Bedard. They stripped so much to go after him,
which is kind of what we somewhat did, but I don't think we just got hot.
What they did is they traded everything. For us to have gone that route, we would have had to trade Nick Schmaltz, Clayton Keller, and Lawson Krause. We did not go anywhere near out. Oh,
It's got to be Perot now for the Kraken.
Love their jerseys, though.
God,
Big fan.
that would kind of piss me off if it's
Yeah.
Pearl to the
Oh, no,
Kraken.
maybe not. No, it's not.
Chalet.
Edouard Saleh.
Edward Sale.
Yeah, right. That's certainly what we call it. That's yeah.
Well, we've got
Edward
Daniel
Sale.
Butts, really. I mean,
What's that?
we're definitely going to call him Butts at some point.
What's that song?
Huh.
What's that song? Sail.
Oh, the freaking
That's what I'm thinking of.
Imagine Dragons.
Yeah,
That one.
Is that Imagine Dragons?
They go sail. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's Imagine Dragons.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
not Imagine Dragons. That's AWOL Nation.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was going to say it is
Yeah.
not
That's right.
Imagine
That's right.
Dragons.
That's right.
No. That little tune there helped me out because if you'd have just said Sail, wouldn't have.
I know because the dang
wouldn't have
memes too. The memes and the old vines to age us even more.
from Burner.
God.
175 pounds. He's only got 10 pounds on me.
He's got a couple
I
inches, though.
always have to figure it out in stones, you know.
And
Who's
I ain't
stones
talking
instead of
about
pounds?
height, Tyler.
5'9" short king, baby.
I
could
know.
be a
I said I
footballer,
wasn't talking. I said I
Oh.
wasn't talking in height.
Oh, I mean, I could take him. Probably. I don't know. Are people from the Czech Republic good fighters? I don't know. We'll see.
Matt's
Bit of a
back.
brawl. I see it. Yep. Welcome back, Matt.
I don't want to talk
Matt,
about it.
I need you here
I don't
because
want to talk about it.
I need you here because this has completely gone over Tyler's head.
Huh.
I said Edward Chalet has a couple inches on him, and I'm not talking about height.
Ah. Well, see, I like to keep a family-friendly stream, so that's all. Thank you for our
You don't-
advertiser, ESPN Plus, by the way. Thank you,
You don't need me here to talk about that, Grandy.
Grandy. Grandy. Anyway, now we can have a peaceful,
Oh,
nice sit and think about what he did. I forgot I could do that too. That's the funny thing. I forgot I could just remove it. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot I can. That's something I can do.
What's so funny is Chase got it like a full minute before it dawned on you.
I never
Like,
claimed to
I
be
saw that
intelligent.
comment come through.
I never boasted my intelligence. I said he has 10 pounds on me. So to be fair, you knew that going in.
All right, so back to some non-offensive things.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Uh
Thank you, Matt, for being the voice of reason once again.
huh. I mean, not that
Their
I'm
crystal
offended
ball.
by him, but there's people watching, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Your mother could be watching, Grandy. We don't know. You kiss your mother with that mouth?
So
Ooh, the gold cup has started.
say what you want to say, Matt, because
Yep.
I know I feel something coming.
Nah, there's nothing coming.
So, Matt, I'm gonna ask it.
Don't ask
The,
it.
I have to. I'm gonna get shot. But what do you think of the Oliver Moore?
That was gold. I'm sorry, that was good. That was good. I'll give him credit there.
I'm not talking about it.
Why not? Is it a sensitive issue? It's gonna kill me, man.
How would you feel if Detroit traded Nick Lidstrom to Chicago?
I would kill myself in Minecraft. Like jump right in the lava. Not even a question. I mean,
Oliver Moore was my guy. Like this whole draft, and it's one thing that Arizona doesn't take him. I get it. Like maybe he's not your guy, but he went to Chicago,
which is what out of all 32 teams in the league that had to be number one in the spots you didn't want him to go, even over the Maple Leafs and teams like that.
Well, I never worried about him going to a team like that. He wasn't going to fall that far in the draft, but a division rival who shouldn't have been gifted who shouldn't have had a first-round pick to begin with ends up with Connor Bedard and then gets the guy who I coveted most in this draft. I hope they select Chad the Gopher.
I don't see a center worth going here, so
God, he looks like he's blown out on cocaine.
He looked like that when he played too.
Some habits die hard.
I'm sorry, did he thank Tootsies? Did I hear
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah, that's a bar out there.
I know. If you listen to literally any PHNX podcast over the last 2 months, you heard it.
Well, there's your center, bud.
Not a center worth taking. Oh, apart from that one. But then again, I don't even think I'd have been in the first round.
I don't think a lot of guys did.
No, I don't think I'd have been in the first round.
It still hasn't come.
I think Cam Robinson had him outside his top 50.
I still hasn't come through for me.
Wait, what?
Is Richie still on the board? Callum Richie.
Wow.
Yeah, Richie's still out there.
Could have had Richie. He's a center.
I don't like Richie. When we did our mock drafts, I sent him to New York because and I think my reasoning for it was they can't develop players anyway. At least they didn't lose anything with that pick.
Okay.
Don't like Richie.
So, just you want to elaborate on that as to why you don't like him?
I don't see the full toolkit. I think, man, who could I compare him to? Who does he feel like? I'd have to think about it. There's a lot I don't like about the game that he plays. I don't see it as a translating game. But I don't know. You know how like you'll watch a Coyotes game and you'll be like, man, he's off tonight. I get that feeling about Richie in a lot of the game footage I watch. And it's not that it's just who he is.
I have a comparison for
Your mic's going in and out. You message him real quick.
Stramel that I want to throw out there because it's next Wild player too.
There we go.
I see in every way, the good, the bad. He is Charlie Coyle. That is exactly who Charlie Stramel is.
I'll take one of those, Joe, by the way. Let's go ahead and pass it through. I got you.
Oh, yeah. This one's empty, but I'll have to go to the fridge to get another one.
Did you guys get that?
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, Charlie
Okay,
Coyle.
cool.
Yeah, my bad. I put a joke over it. I'm sorry. That was my bad. I'm sorry, Grandy. You're valid to me. You're valid to me.
Got caught off by beer.
The joke came through, and I know
Yeah,
I've been
you're-
having connection issues, so I'm like, what?
No, that's okay. Your opinion on the Strommel
valid,
comparison
and we love you.
is about as valid as your love for curling.
Curling's a good sport.
Which is funny because I don't
No,
love
it's
curling.
it's
Oh,
ice
no, you got
janitors.
started.
They are ice
Oh,
janitors.
no.
I like curling. I like a bit of curling.
And during the Olympics, once every 4 years, it's fun to watch.
We're
There
actually
you go,
all
Granny.
right at it as well.
You're what?
We're actually all right.
Thank you.
In the Winter Olympics. We're not really good at anything else apart from curling.
You guys get a fair amount of snow there, yeah?
Trying to think how much snow we've had this year. Like a week.
Oh,
get
so
it
like
more-
Arizona. Okay, that makes sense.
No, I mean it's not as warm as Arizona. It kind of just stays the same throughout the whole year. Really, it never gets cold enough for snow. And whenever it snows, it never stays on the ground. It's always just
No, I meant that like that's kind of what we get here. Like when
Yeah.
it snows here, we get I don't know. I'm in Vail, which is like 20 degrees cooler on average than Phoenix, maybe 15. It's not like way cooler, but I think we had like 5 days of snow last year, and it would stick for about half the day, and that was about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how much. Yeah, probably about a week or two. Probably about 2 weeks. It usually comes in around January. But we're terrible with snow. I mean, it's any bit of snow, the whole country shuts down. You get days off work.
So does the state of Arizona.
Schools off. It's like they just don't know how to deal with it.
So down here in Tucson, we have Mount Lemmon, which is a very popular tourist spot, and the first big snow that they get, they shut the mountain down for like 4 days.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
they just don't let people that live here drive up there because apparently we can't drive in snow.
It's dangerous, apparently. Yeah.
All right, they're gonna take Dragicevic. I got a feeling.
Nope.
Oliver Bonk.
Bonk. Good name.
Hey, all right. So what was the rules, Grandy? The right player in the right spot didn't matter if it was the right team. Because I had Oliver Bonk at 22 to Columbus.
Yeah.
And I also, right next to that, had most likely to be traded.
Yeah, but the most likely to be traded.
No, I
We
know.
weren't counting
But
that towards
ironically,
If you want,
I
if you wanna
got the
put that.
trade and Oliver Bonk right on the same pick.
You want to know who I had at pick 23? Next pick coming up?
Yeah.
Dmitry Simashev. I don't think he's
I
going
doubt
here.
it.
What a name, Oliver Bonk.
It's a good pick.
Yeah, I don't mind it. There's always going to be the question with him about whether or not the massive leap he took in progression from last year to this year is kind of it for him, or if he'll keep going down that road.
Plays in London. I'm aware that's in Ontario.
I was like, I don't know if I should say anything or.
Yes, no,
I was
know
waiting
it's in the
to see.
Ontario
I was
Hockey
waiting
League.
to see who was going to bring it up because we had this discussion actually when you were a guest the first time on here because we made a joke about that, about the London Knights.
Yeah. Actually,
So I was
London's
waiting to see if someone else bought it.
Actually, in our professional league, London doesn't actually even have a team, so it's not like I get confused with anybody else.
Really, London doesn't have a team in the what is it? The IECHL,
EIHL, Elite Hockey League, Elite Ice Hockey League. Nothing elite about it, but London doesn't have a team. Biggest one's in Sheffield, I would say. $23. Let's go. Again, Perot still hasn't gone. It's got to be sooner rather than later.
Stunned.
Round 2.
No, I'm
Look at
with
that.
Joe on this one. I kind of expected him to go like top 15.
I had him at 8.
I don't think I had him quite
boys.
that high, but I definitely
I
had him
mean,
in
I
the
had
top
Jace.
half of the draft.
I had him high. He's 20. I'm seeing on the 23rd, and now he's still not gone.
I don't know why my front camera's not working.
Fucking
Try
Chase
turning it
broke
up.
it, Chase.
I fucking broke that shit. It's right. God damn it. What the hell? IDK.
Don't you have a webcam too?
For that OnlyFans.
Yeah. My fucking only feet finding
No, that you-
hands.
Holy feet.
Only feet finding.
That was
Oh,
supposed to be
God.
a surprise. That was supposed to be a surprise that Chase was our model.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah,
audio.
take pictures when he's asleep. Is that what we're gonna do? To sneak over and just in the raw?
Yep. That's
I
your
got
responsibility, Tyler.
I got my reverse retro 2.0 on and everything, dude. What the fuck?
Describe what else you got on for me.
It's the birthday suit underneath the, like in the shorts area, but I got the jersey on since it's usually only our top half. Is
You
on
got Winnie the
screen,
Pooh going on right now?
Yeah, dude.
Tyler, what happened to family friendly?
You insinuate that any way you want to. I just said describe as in I was curious.
Okay,
So
mister.
you take it up to you.
Mister,
It's
you're missing
entirely
a
up to
couple
you.
Inches, Grandy, Jesus Christ! You were talking about Tyler lacking some inches a couple.
Yeah, I
minutes
know.
ago.
Yeah. Therapists
Some
have a
good
word
old
about that.
Family friendly fun. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. He meant off my Subway sandwich. That's what he was talking about. My Italian BMT, that's all.
All I heard, because I'm paying attention to the TV, is the inches that Tyler is lacking
There you
are
go.
Jared from Subway.
Hey, relax. Hey.
Hey, there's your boy. There's Bro.
And we're getting a commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Boom.
Roll. Great pick.
I feel bad for him. Another guy that's going to New York to not get developed correctly.
A great pick that New York's not going to develop.
I like that suit.
I don't know. It looks shit. Terrible colour. Terrible colour.
That says, fuck
That's a
off. I don't care if you're the
fantastic-
NHL. Fuck you. Your suit sucks.
Just because he's a hockey player doesn't mean he can get away with wearing that. Come on.
Man's got the Padres special for his freaking suit. Pinstripes like the Padres. Bettman kind of does look like a goblin. I heard someone say that, and I was like, yeah, actually from the side especially looks like a goblin.
Yeah, he's aged.
All right,
bunch,
Matt.
too, man, over these last couple of years.
With how the first round shook out for the Coyotes, does that change your opinion of how we should approach the second round pick? Because I know for a while it's been try to nab a defenseman there.
Well, yeah, I still like Jakub Dvorak at 38. I don't know. I'm curious as to who slips at this point. Because if it's Gavin Brindley or Perron or one of those guys, they're not going to take him. But that group right there, that late first 10, 12 picks of the second round, that's pretty stacked in that like tier 3 defenseman group.
See, and that's kind of where I'm at too, is that where we're picking in the second round, it looks to be so good with those defensemen that you go that position. You don't hunt at the position. If there's a forward there that is a can't miss forward, you go that. But just based on how it's looking. So I'm going to bring up one of mine and Matt Gold's favorite players. If he's there, given the taking of the guy we took at 6, do you go?
You're cutting out, Grandy.
Given the makings of the guy we took at 6 being a more, not necessarily a power play quarterback looking in his future, do you Lucas Dragicevic?
Probably not. Honestly, I think Artem Duda fits that role. They added Dursey. He fits that role. Moser, Valimaki, they can both play that role in a pinch. I don't necessarily know at this point that you look for another offensive-minded defenseman right there.
Stenberg's still there. Dower Nelson wouldn't be a bad get, but he's another winger. Musty's still out there too. Damn.
Musty fits the Armstrong mold if he makes it that far.
You know what? If he makes it that far, let's go all in. It's another power play quarterback.
You cut out. I lost you there.
I said if he makes it that far, let's just go all in, push all the chips into Russia, and go Guliev.
That would be an interesting one, but he's an undersized guy, and that might be a problem. I don't mind the undersized forwards as much as I mind the undersized defensemen.
No, it's something we talked about. Oh no, it's something me and Mike talked about after the Jersey podcast about how that there hasn't been a Stanley Cup winner with a defense core that has averaged below 6.2 or 6 foot 2.5 inches, and that includes Colorado with their two relatively small guys. So you need a big defense core. It's just, yeah.
Richie for the Predators here.
Is that who you're guessing? Or
yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, it's just Barry Trotz speaking at the moment.
There we go.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Stenberg.
What's up, boys?
Welcome back.
Grazie.
I like how Chase faked camera issues to get some one-on-one time with Tyler.
Yeah, I did.
How'd you know?
We're in the same place, so.
Yep. That's why this backdrop. He's actually behind me.
Yeah.
I'm actually not an NHL player.
I'm stunned. I would have never guessed. You and your one total time skating.
I'm still behind. Still waiting for the pick. Oh, Tyler Mullen? I don't want to pronounce that.
That's a little high for him, but I mean, he was expected to go end of the first,
Yeah.
early second.
So that's 5 defensemen taken so far.
I believe so. Simashev, Willander. No, 6. Simashev, Willander, Reinbacher, Sandin, Pelika, Bonk, and now Molendyk.
Oh yeah, Bonk's a defender. Forgot about him.
Sorry, I might have to mute myself a couple times. Fucking kids running around and shit. So
It's all right. If we had it our way, you'd be muted all the time, bud.
I was kind of thinking the same thing because I tend to get us in trouble. Even more so with Matt joining the crew now. It's going to be even worse.
I know.
That's okay. We have the penalty box
picks
now.
up the area.
Well, I don't intentionally come up with bad food takes to start fights. So
I do.
I do.
That was my
Let's
point.
go.
That was my point.
Give me some ketchup on my hot dog. Don't melt my cheese on my nachos.
That's just taco salad, bud.
Okay, ketchup on mac and cheese.
Fuck
You
mac
do
and
that?
cheese. Fuck mac and cheese.
God. Mac and cheese is delicious.
That shit's terrible.
Oh.
Stop buying Kraft Mac.
Hey, I just had a bowl of Easy Mac. Let's go ahead with the the offensive terms, okay? Mucho
Never
take it easy.
never had good mac and cheese then.
I sure
I've
have.
tried a couple when we go out for like food and shit, but I don't know.
Anytime you order off the kids menu when you go out to eat, it's just Kraft.
Nah.
I'll have you know, I get the big boy meals. All right, the Mighty Kids meal. Just differentiate.
Comes with the 6-piece nugs instead of the 4-piece nugs.
See, he gets it.
Double fries.
See?
All right, Joe. What's your worst food take?
And in this country, a lot of people like their beans on toast, like baked beans
Wait,
on
what?
toast.
Mm-hmm.
Beans
You
on
seen that?
toast?
Yeah, it's
You haven't seen that?
It's awful. I can't stand it.
Give that a Google, Matt. Give that a Google.
Google it.
Go ahead. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, give it a Google.
I don't even put beans in my chili. You think I'm gonna put it on toast?
No,
Yeah,
like it's like literally like a piece of toast with like a can of baked beans on
Yeah,
top.
just
Like
put it
not
on
like just poured it on top. Yeah.
That's
Look it up.
terrible.
It's terrible.
I think
it
it's
doesn't look-
awful, but
So that's
it's
a
really
that's a good
popular
take.
here. Yeah, but over here, that's a bad take.
Oh yeah. Well, you're a hero over here at this side of the pond. So
Well,
in the
yeah.
colonies, you're a hero.
Then maybe it's
See-
a good take then, surely. Maybe rather.
All right, so hang on. Over here we have
It's funny because I like beans, I like toast, but
I just don't think they should be together.
No.
All right. Joe,
Exactly.
Joe, over here we have like In-N-Out and Whataburger is like a super competitive thing, like a chain, like people take sides. What do you guys have like that?
Hungry Jacks?
We don't
Is
have
that
that.
Australia?
That's Australian. I think it's Burger King that is in it.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's similar. It'd be like Burger King, McDonald's, like that rivalry. But do you guys have something like that that's
Not really.
unique to the UK?
Greggs and Pret.
Greggs and Pratt. I
Like
heard of
Greggs is like a bakery where you get like sausage rolls and stuff like that. Pret is like Pret and Manger is like the stuff that you have in London. If you're in London, you'll go to a Pret, but then anywhere else, you go to a Greggs to get like a coffee or like something like
So
Like,
it's like a Starbucks
pastries
versus
and
Dutch
stuff.
Bros.
It's not like a coffee chain. It's like you get like pastries and that. So you get like steak bakes. It's like a pastry that's like full of like. bits
Okay,
of steak
okay, I get
gravy.
what you're saying.
It's like a bakery. Other than that, not really. To be
What's the
honest.
stadium food like? If you go to, like a football match or whatever, what do you have? Do you say hot? No, obviously not hot dogs, but what would you usually
If you
get?
go to a football game, you'll be pies. Have a pie, steak pie.
Like a meat pie?
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, it
Like
does sound
we
really
need
good.
that here. Fuck hot
Yeah.
dogs.
That's
Steak pie, balti pie.
yeah. How does America not have sausage rolls and meat pies? Like, come on.
I know. You'd think we would.
I know
We
we're
don't
a fat
sausage rolls in
people.
that country.
Don't eat that up.
You're missing out if you're not having sausage rolls in that country. I had one today. They are fire. Yeah, fire, man.
Let's see, sausage roll. I'm gonna make my own. Just a sausage in a roll.
My
Sausage
mom
and
makes some
pastry.
pretty bomb pepperoni bread around Christmas time that I'll have to give you some, Tyler and Matt, if you come up to Phoenix
Hey,
at all.
does
That shit's
anybody's
fire.
family make tamales around the Christmas time? Because I'll
Yeah,
take
my nanny does. Yeah, she lives in Benson.
take the shit out of those.
I'll let her know. I'll let her know.
Yes, sir.
Do you have pigs in blankets?
Yeah, we
Isn't
do.
that like
Yeah.
a rolled up hot dog?
No, it's just like a hot
sausage.
dog thing with like a croissant or something roll around it.
Yeah,
Bacon
it's like a
wrapped
rolled
around
up
it.
hot dog.
Yeah,
It's
it's
sausages,
exactly what
bacon,
Matt
and-
described. You just described it a different way.
Oh well.
My pigs in a blanket are like in a pancake or a flapjack or whatever the hell you guys call them over there too, and it's like a sausage.
I think
link in
that would be a crepe.
there. A crepe, a really thin pancake.
Yeah. This live stream, we started out wearing football kits, and then now we're talking food takes. We talk about football for a little bit. Like this is just getting.
So to keep this on a hockey theme, St. Louis going Otto Stenberg. He was one that I really did want to fall. I loved his U18.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen, but I was hoping. I had that hope alive.
Plays for Frölunda.
His U18 was phenomenal.
Do we take
What up, Haynes?
Andrew Cristal in the second round if available?
I hope not.
Asks Big Tortilla.
I hope not. The biggest issue with Cristal is he's like 5'9", but he doesn't skate well for his size. Like he's an okay
5'9".
skater. He's an average skater, but if you're that small, you better be able to wheel. Like that's a big part of taking smaller skilled guys is that generally they got quick hands, they got quick feet, and he doesn't have the quick feet.
You call me small? 'Cause I'm 5'9".
Why is
Couple
Chase
inches,
shaking his
Tyler.
head?
Just
Tiny
a
but
couple
mighty.
inches, man.
All right. Well, look, I'm 6'1". I expect you to be faster than me.
So let's
Depends on the
look
day
at
of the week.
let's look at the other small but skilled player available, Gavin Brindley. Do you
Tiny
go
but
him?
mighty.
I don't go Brindley either, honestly, or Perron. I don't like the idea of taking an undersized winger at this point of the draft. If you're passing on Perot and Benson, like take those guys early and make sure you get that high end skilled guy at that point. At least like, and no disrespect to Christian Fisher here, but Christian Fisher's big enough that even though his skill didn't quite translate into the NHL, being picked 30 or whatever, he lends a lot to being a fourth line grinder, and he does really well in that role. So you're good with that. But you can't take a guy who's 5'9", and if that doesn't translate, expect that he's going to impact some other part of the game.
Degeneracy.
Why is it so quiet now?
So
I'm looking
Did
at
I
football
blink or did a soccer jersey pop on you?
You blinked.
of the th-
It's kit season, boys.
Kit season.
Oh, God. Joe's going to go throw a jersey on now. Turned David wearing soccer jerseys.
Is that a Rising
I got-
jersey?
Yeah, it's the last year's kit. Yeah,
I knew
Didn't-
you
yeah.
had
Didn't you
one.
have
I
like a
knew you
scarf
did.
or something? Didn't you
I
have like
do.
a
I-
scarf on?
I have a Chelsea one and I have an Austin FC one. Yeah, which one do you want?
None of them. I live in America.
Oh, I mean, that's great. It's an American club.
Yeah, it's hot over
Chelsea
here.
doesn't
So it
sound
is.
like an American club.
Huh? This is Phoenix Rising. This is ours, our club.
No, you said you had scarves, and one of them was like Chelsea, and
Oh.
one of them was something else.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, they're not really America.
Okay, fair, but they're American soil. We'll give it that.
Damn. Yeah.
It's a great club. You know, we've gotten a lot of
They're
comments. People have been texting me throughout the thing, be like, "You guys do a lot of outfit changes. You guys have a lot of costume changes revolving around."
We're skilled like that over here at the Chirpin Yotes.
Yeah, it's a
We can
magical
change
band.
in a moment. I can
Yeah, you know.
pop out right now for 10 seconds and come back with a different. Oh, watch this. I'll prove this. Ready?
No, don't worry about it.
No.
Haynes, because you were already gone for an hour changing.
Right,
kit.
who's the Sharks take?
Let's see.
It's becoming like a soccer podcast.
Soccer.
Yeah,
Football.
Footy.
Musty.
Footy sounds like something you do on OnlyFans.
Ooh,
What is that?
Boy.
Bryce Young.
Carolina Panthers.
Anyway,
This is a lovely, lovely anniversary gift from my girlfriend yesterday for our 5th year anniversary.
give me
Yeah,
a
I'll
Charlotte
get
kit
to-
while you're out there.
I
By the
got you. If you want a Charlotte jersey, I'll get you a Charlotte jersey.
Yeah, if you find one
the
that cheap,
purple?
yeah, I'll let you know.
You want the
Oh, if you
purple or
find
you want the
purple
blue
kit,
one?
oh, purple.
got
If you
you.
find one that cheap, yeah, I'll pay you. Just let me know.
I
Absolutely.
got you. I got you.
Yeah, they are pretty fire.
I told you, Tyler. I'm a
Mhm.
man of setting trends. I told you.
Actually,
Look, I'm
Joe
a
wore the
man of
kit.
setting
Well,
trends.
Joe and I wore the kit, so really, actually, we're following Joe's order this time.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Joe, I can't
I
beat
wanna-
Joe. He's got us going.
stuck in the
I want
lobby.
to point out that this shirt is sponsored by the British equivalent of a dollar store.
Hey,
Poundland.
Granny
Oh,
would like
yeah.
to know, Tyler. Granny would like to know if you're ever going to bring him back.
I didn't know you left. I didn't know you left.
I know his
Hey,
presence
host.
isn't that noticeable.
bang up
right?
job there.
Why it's easy to notice or not notice.
I just forgot. I don't know. I didn't realize he left. Did I kick him? Did I do that? I hope not. If I did, I feel terrible, but I don't know if I did or not.
No, I don't feel bad
Yeah.
for that.
We have an NFL jersey to football. This is that's not popping in right now, being like, "What the hell is this?"
Man, I own like 42 hats. I could put a different hat on every 5 seconds, and you would see a different hat for the rest of this live stream. Like
They just put
it's
sharks
not
in the
even
back of his
funny.
jersey.
I'm looking over at my tail right now, and it's not even funny how many hats are there. It's to the point now where it's comedical how much I have to press my hats together just to fit hats on the table.
Yeah, I have a lot of mine too. Yeah, I have a whole drawer and it fills up. I have to like
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
keep buying them.
I'm telling you, man, I
Back-
got
I
long
love this
hair. I gotta
podcast.
keep the hair
Back to
on my
the
face.
back to the
Hey,
draft.
what happened to Chase, the funny
Back
guy?
to the draft.
Where did he go? I didn't kick him this. That wasn't me. I didn't touch it. That wasn't me.
I swear to God, if he comes back in a soccer jersey,
I don't think he has a kit that I'm aware of. I don't
it's
think
not
so.
a kit; it's a jersey, bro.
It's a kit.
Well, when you're referring to this as a kit, but the rest are a jersey or a shirt. You call it a jersey
Sure.
too, I guess. It's a synonym.
Football shirt.
Yeah, synonym.
All right, Grandy, what
Sure.
were you saying about the draft? I know you were trying to say let's get back to the draft. What are you talking about with the draft?
Anyway.
It's a commercial.
Colorado's
Don't
up.
worry about it.
Quentin Musty just taken by the Sharks.
Oh, I gotta wait till the
Quentin
draft
Musty
on. I
taken by
thought,
the
I thought we were
Sharks.
near the end.
I would have liked to have
Yeah, it's pick
seen
26.
him try to drop to 30. Whatever
Coyotes
pick
didn't want
that
to try to
was,
take a
but
chance to go for another pick.
Don't think that was ever going to happen.
I was just seeing if they wanted to disappoint me a third time,
So,
to be honest.
so I do remember on one of our podcasts asking what everybody thought the over-under was, or to take an over-under
for
on
trades.
2.5 trades in the first round, and everybody said over. And I said I thought it was going to be under.
So
Look
yeah,
who's
looks like you
winning,
won that one.
guys. I mean, it's not over
I'm s-
yet. It's not over
No,
yet, but
And why do you
I
think
feel
that
an
is?
incoming pick
Why do you
30
think,
No,
coming
why do you
in.
think
I was
there hasn't been too many?
I was worried they all happened already. All the trades that was going to happen at this point.
well, yeah, but the only
already.
one that involved a pick was Columbus sending their pick to Philly.
The others could have grown to involve picks too, but at this point, there's no. Yeah, they all happened. But even if you add those, it's been a real quiet draft for trades, all told.
So I literally can't get any more picks right, except for 2. The very last 2, because otherwise everybody else is gone that's left.
What's
I
the
had-
total at, real quick?
So-
the money.
I think I only had 4 right.
I had 5 right.
So what's that money wise?
So hang on, who's your 5th? I knew you had Bedard, you had Smith to San Jose, you had Dvorsky, or not Dvorsky, Reinbacher. You had Villander. Who was your 5th?
Never mind, I had crossed him out. Fuck, I
So
had
we're-
Musty to the Sharks.
So we're both at 4. Okay. Yeah, because
Yeah.
So what's the total?
my 4th was Oliver Bonk going at 22.
My 4th was literally that pick that just happened. That's a little depressing.
So total for me right now would then be 25.
And same for me. No, mine would be 20 because all of mine were in the lottery. But we are also
Which
doing
is
$40
lunch.
minimums. So
There you go. I'll do it like that.
Well, and Tyler
So
was
there's
going to do 20 to whichever one of us won.
Mhm.
At this point, it's going to be 10 apiece.
yeah.
Yeah, I can
'cause-
split it. That's fine. Whatever you
I
guys want to
have-
determine. Yeah. Let the winner choose.
Okay, if Height goes to 29, if Harabel goes to 32, or if Perron goes to 30.
So I've got Arable at 32, so that would be a wash. The only other one that I've got is Dragicevic at 31. And 31 right now belongs to...
Oh, Callum
That
Ritchie's
still
gone.
belonged to Colorado, or was that the one they sent for Ross Colton? 31
You guys
still
have
belongs
Callum
to
Ritchie.
Colorado. I had Ritchie going to New York.
Did Ross Colton cost a first?
No, he was pick 37. So
Okay,
basically, Colorado, like, they won in a big way. They traded Newhook for 31 and 37, and then got Ross Colton for 37.
Yeah,
Ross Colton
they
is what they needed Newhook to be. They basically got the 31st pick for free.
Yeah, they got a first-round pick in this loaded draft. Oh, shit. I had Ritchie to Colorado. Oh, shit. I got this pick right.
I'm gonna go back and
So
listen.
now-
Now that you're changing your answer.
So now you're 25.
I didn't realize that. Yeah. No, I'm 30.
30.
Well, yeah, go back
you
and
want-
listen.
I'm gonna go back and listen. Grandy's cheating.
If I'm wrong, no, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I have so many fucking alterations on this list that I might be wrong.
$15 penalty.
So please listen, double check.
And so it was
But-
just for those still listening out here. It was how the donations work again. I know I've asked like 3 times. But I forgot exactly how
$5
it
for
worked.
lottery picks, $10 for basically picks 17 through 20. Arizona picks being right, which neither of us got, would have been $10 each. And then every fan submitted mock draft that had the correct pick on it, that was $1 to the Humane Society.
Okay.
Which I have to go through all the mock drafts because I only had the lottery written down because that's what most of them were. But
Got Big
for
Tortilla.
that, I believe our total. Ooh, I don't have Big Tortillas either.
Says we got
Yeah,
Big
this
Tortilla
is
saying
part
Frank
of-
Saravalli said the Seattle Kraken are making Morgan Geeky available for trade. Maybe we could have a Geeky line at laughing emoji. I need a drink. You and me both.
We all do.
Yeah. I'm waiting
Cheers
on
to
Joe to
that.
bring me my drink.
Do you like Asahi?
Take it.
Sure, go ahead and
Not
send
think
one
you
over
wanna
the
come
camera
here?
real fast. Just throw it as hard as you can.
Yeah, right.
To the camera.
I got
Thank you. Right here.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
No worries.
The rest of the rounds 2 through 7 are tomorrow, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
As
But
always.
those will start more about what? Those, if I'm not wrong, round 3 they'll start that, or will that be earlier than that? Cool.
I'm not sure
Appreciate
what-
that.
Wait, what?
Nothing. I was just joking. That sounds like cool. I appreciate the answer. Thank you.
Sorry, I was doing. To my defense, I was working on things on the side here. So
You're good. You're good. You're running the
Sorry
whole
about
shindig. So you got an excuse.
I am the power play quarterback today.
You are Wes McCauley tonight.
I do the cool. That's 2 minutes for fighting.
2
Things
minutes
that he does
for
all the time.
fighting. Yeah, let's get Wes McCauley on.
I would love that. That'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be so great. I'll see what I can't pull over at the Hockey Writers. See if I can't get Wes McCauley on.
Making chili relleno this weekend. I'm on my way. Take
You
the
go
first
ahead and
bowl.
send some over. Big Tortilla, go ahead and send some over to South Carolina. I'll be waiting. Toronto's next. Who's after that? St. Louis, Carolina, and then Vegas rounds out. No, Vegas is 32. Who's after Carolina at 31?
Isn't it Florida?
No, they don't have a first round pick.
Colorado.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Oh, that's right.
Florida's traded so many
It's
of the first, they don't
Colorado.
have yeah, it's Colorado. Florida doesn't own a first rounder until like 2027 or something crazy like that.
Oh, shit. It's like the Rams.
Hey, they want to do everything they can to make themselves a contender now.
Yep.
Oh, he's from London.
Chelsea fan?
Wow, that's an interesting one. Easton Cowan. I feel like
That
Toronto
is
fans probably
really
feel like
interesting.
Arizona fans right now.
Probably. Although he is a
I've-
Toronto boy, so maybe that eases it for him.
Hmm.
He's a Londoner.
I don't think it changes anything for him. That's still not an expected pick right there.
What were you expecting?
Literally anybody else.
I'm making a joke about how until this past offseason, Mitch Marner or John Tavares would not get much in the way of criticism compared to William Nylander.
Blaming all situations. The fact that as the year went along, got better and better and showed that improvement. You know, by the way, who expressed it
I come back and Chase leaves. He must not like me.
Yeah, connection issues.
Oh. There's some really, really happy fans on the TV that Easton Cal was picked. I keep hearing the same group of girls screaming.
Yeah, I hear it
on
too.
TV.
Yeah.
Every time it's like, woo! I'm like, man, they really,
They
really
got their
happy
fans.
for him. London Knights fans out in full force in Nashville this week.
That's 2 first-round picks.
There we go. That's all they needed.
From the Knights.
That's all they needed. That's the turning point for them. That's to prove they're at the top of everything.
Top of the Ontario Hockey League.
Top of the Ontario Hockey
Top
League.
of the Ontario Hockey League.
That's all they needed. It's 2 first rounders.
Hey. Milk.
Did Calgary? Because I stepped away for a second. I had turned off the TV. Did Calgary end up taking Moore?
We don't talk about Oliver Moore.
Oh, okay. That answers my question. I'm sorry.
There you go.
2 minutes of fighting.
Oliver
Said the
Moore
forbidden word.
I'm sorry. I did not know it was a forbidden word.
He went to Chicago.
Oliver Moore.
All of you. A lot of you. Out.
Did he really go to Chicago?
Who?
All
No,
I was going to
I'm
say is
pulling your
Oliver
leg here,
Moore is
bro.
a forbidden word forever.
Oh, it's
Haynes.
my bad. My bad.
Yeah,
Who went to
I'm
Chicago,
upset
Haynes?
about that.
I have been to Chicago before. Yes.
No. Who went to Chicago? Who are you talking about?
I thought Matt was pulling my leg. I thought he said Oliver Moore went.
He fell for. I thought he was going to know. I thought he knew. I thought he was going to catch on to that. He did not catch on to that.
I want to be in the box. Jokes on you. I want to be in the box.
I thought you would have caught. That was so obvious. I'm dinging the carrot right there with Oliverson's name on it, and here you are.
I will say it again.
There,
I
unfair.
will say the name again.
Okay, do it.
Oliver
Haynes,
freaking.
Good enough. He thought about it.
I thought about it.
That was a thought crime.
I thought about it.
All right. Well, real talk, gentlemen. I got to jump off. I got a hockey game in about
that's right,
an hour and 20 minutes. So
Okay, good luck
it's
tonight.
been a pleasure.
Hey,
Sure, it has been fun.
take your
Enjoy the rest of the
frustrations
draft.
out on the game, man.
No, you know what's going to happen is as soon as I log off, the Coyotes are going to trade back into the first round. And
Call back in.
Yeah, it'll be a great thing.
They're going to
So,
trade. They're going to trade back into the first round.
I'm
and then
logging off
bundle
before I
that
even
pick with
hear
something
you
else
say.
for Oliver Moore.
Hey, to the box. To the box.
I got it. It's the policy. It's the policy. I'm a man of policy, if nothing else.
I'll say, don't do that just to me.
You know what's funny about that, Grandy? What was really funny about that?
What's that?
Eventually, you're coming to Arizona for a game.
This man
Now-
said, "I remember." I don't
You
forget.
seem to remember all the Tyler's questions of the week.
He
Think I'm gonna
does.
forget
I gotta
that?
say, he does remember them all
No.
verbatim too.
Why do you think my coming to Arizona for a game went to baby?
I could take a crocodile. Just remember that. All right, guys.
Are you sure?
All right. Good luck tonight.
I'll see you guys next week. Later.
See you next week. Later.
Is he sure about that? Is he sure he doesn't want to see a reference photo first just to get an idea?
Is Frankfurt? You referring to the football club? Big Tortilla. That's all I'm thinking. I was like, Frankfurt. Is there a Frankfurt hockey club? I can't think of one.
And he's
Has
back
to,
in a
has to be a
I'm
football
telling you,
club.
Todd, if we want to, I think we can successfully pull off where everybody wears a different sport before the night. I got NBA
Seriously.
and
Let's go. Yeah, me too.
and baseball.
Oh, we go-
I got
we go
NBA and MLB ready. Hey,
I can go again
Oh.
if you want.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Costume
I
change.
got you. I got you. I got you.
Costume change. All right, let's see it.
Oh gosh,
I can do it. And now for the next costume change. What are they going to wear? Predict your things in the comments. I'm thinking, obviously, NBA for Haynes and maybe another football kit for Joe.
Hold on. Hold
Oh,
on.
are you supposed
Hold
to?
on. I would
No.
Yes.
I'll join in. I just don't want to leave the stream completely abandoned.
This is for you, Big Tortilla. This is for you.
All right, Tortilla, get ready. What kid on where next? I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, I can do another costume change after that. That would be even worse.
I got enough jerseys. I'll be here for a while. I can definitely hang for a little bit. All right, hang back. See, bam. Ooh, that's
no!
excellent.
No.
Haynes, your choice. Your choice is basically gorgeous jersey. Excellent choice. Grandy, why'd you bring an Expos jersey onto the stream? Why the Expos? Why are we even? The Montreal Expos haven't been a baseball team in how many years? Since '94? Come on. Stop with the damn Montreal Expos. It's not a real hockey club.
All right, fine.
Blue Jays, though.
Hey,
Beautiful jersey, the Power Blues.
I got the Vince Carr Raptors jersey. I can throw the Vince Carr Raptors jersey on.
The man has two amazing ones.
You want the Vince Carr Raptors jersey? I got you. Get me out again.
All right.
Oh, fine. You don't want me in the
Expos. Ooh, Tampa Bay Rays. Okay, that's sick as hell. Okay.
We got, who's next? Oh, Lanston went. Lansteen.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
I mean, we're playing him right now. D-backs are playing him right now, but
they are.
What
Actually,
player is it, Grandy?
Yeah.
Peck, you ready?
Oh, good choice. Okay, I'll allow it. That's a good one. I'll allow it. That's a good one.
Oh, D-backs are winning.
Are they? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Game is on.
winning.
Should I do another costume change?
Sure, why not? Just keep it going. We only got 2 viewers anyway. We did really good though. The draft at its peak was really good.
Yeah, we've kind of devolved here at the end. I'm really surprised we have any listeners. Whoever you are, you guys are the real heroes.
Probably our family members.
Maybe Big Tortilla. Maybe.
Oh yeah, Victor. He's family. Why not? He's making chili relleno.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, who is it?
Kessel.
Oh, okay, I have a Kessel one too. I have the reverse retro. My mom got me. All right, he's back. Such a great jersey, man. That is a great jersey.
Haynes.
That's so sick, bro. That is so sick.
Haynes, you missed my Vegas Golden Knights.
I saw Pax already. It was actually a nice jersey. I'll give you credit. I saw the nice jersey.
Okay.
I'm telling you, man. Did you guys see how many random teams do you own, Grandy? You just buying stock? You just buying jerseys and stock to have?
Yes, I do.
We're just doing whatever we want on this podcast now. We're just doing. I don't know. I mean, I got my Austin kit, prime blue. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Anybody got any F1 jerseys while we're at it?
Oh no.
Any what jerseys?
Fun?
F1.
Oh no, I don't. I wish.
I like Max Verstappen because he's German and he likes Red Bull.
I'm a Charles Leclerc fan. My dad's a big Verstappen fan.
Aggies. Let me see. I actually don't have any Aggies jerseys. Otherwise, I would.
I'm not saying you don't own a Texas A&M jersey. Are you serious?
I surprisingly don't. I know. As much as I talk shit about your Gamecocks, I don't.
I know. And that's crazy considering you lost us almost all the sports this year. That's wild. Hey, I'm going some minor throwback love here, man. The original team that got me into hockey in the South Carolina, the Greenville.
Oh, really?
Browns. Look at that logo, man. Look how sick that thing is.
That's really cool.
It's got
you got the Paul logo up there. I actually had we knew the guy who played the mascot the inaugural season, and he gave me his jersey from the year they won the championship. Cool. So I got his jersey with the championship patch on it. It's awesome.
What's Grandy got? Can't see. He's freezing up.
Oh, that's sick, Grandy.
Sick,
that's
yeah,
nice.
that is sick.
That is nice.
It's a winter classic.
This is just a revolving door of us just swapping jerseys.
I'm just wondering. I'm wondering who's gonna be able to pull out a new one. I was gonna see who.
Great, Tyler. I got a whole. I'll show you my.
Oh no, me too.
How many jerseys
Oh, I
have
have my screen on, but I do too.
This is not ending.
This
I
is.
got the next.
I'm pulling off the most infamous jersey I have.
Oh no,
Joe! If you can guess who this is,
Yeah. What do I win?
I don't know. I will give you 50 pounds.
50 pounds. 50 pounds of.
I didn't specify.
Actually, for a
I'll
second,
even give you a hint.
Okay.
That's a 6.
What, you want me to name
Change
the
out of that. Get out of that.
Yes.
Haynes, no, get out of that. No. I will not allow Gamecock stuff on my stream. This is gig 'em or die. Get out of here. No, you're not coming back in until you change. I'm watching you change your shirt, or else you can't come back on. I have a policy. If you insist.
You give up?
No, what, 96? Oh, fuck.
86.
86.
I was going to say, fuck me, this is 3:30 in the morning, and I'm trying to think of this. 86.
Granny, I'm so happy that I know who that is.
Mikhail Vodka.
You only know. Nope. You only know because I've mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah, but I knew who wore that number prior to you telling me. I knew who his number was.
Who is it?
It was Wojtek Volsky.
Oh, Volsky.
Yes.
Oh,
that's clean. The Booker jersey. It's so nice.
I know.
Okay, I'm stepping out for a second again. Oh, that's even better.
I know. That's what I want. That is one of the ones I wanted. Not gotten one.
If you look anywhere on eBay, that jersey's like over $160 people are selling for. It's ridiculous.
I'm just going to DH.
Oh, Yandel. So nice.
Keith Yandel.
Oh.
£50, please.
I'm hopping out again.
All right.
Another uniform change coming. Bro, in a second you're gonna see me pull out like the Florida Complex League baseball jersey in a second or something.
No, this man does. I thought my jersey collection was massive. I think Haynes, you might have me beat, and that's saying something.
Bro,
I've got quite a collection.
I'm gonna show. When I get done, I will literally take my camera and show you all the inside my closet, you can just see how many jerseys are in my closet.
When we go off the air, yeah, absolutely.
I have to get a flashlight on my head right now. I have a headlamp on my head right now to look through my closet to see what I'm trying to pull out next to wear. What do you guys want? You want hockey? You want baseball? You want football?
Give me NFL.
NFL, I got you.
By the way, for those just watching the stream only, Bradley Nadeau was chosen at pick 30 by Carolina. He led the BCHL in scoring 113 points. Left winger.
I'm pretty sure we missed somebody in between Carolina and this.
We did. I know we did.
St. Louis pick between the two of them. St. Louis.
Who?
St. Louis.
Who? Never heard of her.
Oh, Theo Lidstein. They also went Theo Lidstein.
Key skills are puck carrying, offensive creativity, and he's a dangerous shot. Well, there you go.
I'm pulling out
a Carolina pick all the way through.
Here we go.
You know,
we're getting the next. Bro,
we've been there for 3.5 hours. This is the longest we've ever done anything, I think, Grandy. Right?
I just got a stack of jersey in my bed right now. You're gonna hate this one, Tyler.
Last year hit 4 hours
Granny's gonna hate
because
too.
we started.
Last
year
that's
lasted
right.
4 hours because we started 40 minutes beforehand.
Haynes, buddy.
Hey, that's the wrong. That is the wrong short king quarterback to stand, man.
I got a Kyler Murray. I have a black one. Then I have a JJ Watt.
Remember, Cam walks so Kyler could run.
Yeah. Cam maybe they're not. Yeah, Cam maybe crawled.
Really? I'm sorry. Name me how many running backs in the Hall of Fame Cam has more rushing touchdowns than?
Adam.
Who?
Do it.
Do it.
All right. What sport do you want next?
NBA.
College basketball.
College basketball? I actually, believe it or not, do not own a college basketball jersey. It's the only
That's
one.
nice,
I own
kid.
college baseball. I don't own college basketball.
I'd have to look it up, but I have a college basketball.
I got NBA. Wait. I know who to break out for you guys. I got NBA. Wait. This one's going to make you guys laugh. Wait till you see this bad boy. Gotta mute this guy.
I love how this has just turned into a fashion show.
Literally, this is like a catwalk.
Big Tortilla, I'm a little surprised I didn't get a comment about my jersey.
And then I got my, Water Dogs Premier Lacrosse League champions. Not a big deal. Just won the championship last year.
It's the cross. Of course, it's not a big deal.
Have you ever won a championship, Grandy? All right.
Yes, I have.
Back up. Which one of your teams besides the D-backs have won a championship? Give me this. That's all we got, baby. It's all I got. I have Chelsea and I have these guys. That's it. Well, I guess A&M's pretty decent, I guess, sometimes. But that's all I got, Grandy. Because Austin blew it. Phoenix Rising actually isn't doing that bad.
Hey.
Huh.
The GOAT. The GOAT.
The GOAT? Didier Drogba did play for Phoenix Rising, yeah.
Nope, not Phoenix Rising.
I have a Doan, yeah.
We have brought us several.
Who?
The Mercury.
Who? Yeah, so with the Rattlers, too.
Bad update, boys. The NBA jersey I thought I had, don't have anymore, but I have a jersey that I generally think Tyler and Grandy might be able to forgive me for the rest of my life that I have this jersey.
Go on.
Is it a Chris Kalanos?
Is not.
It?
And that'd be awesome if it was.
I was like,
Really
is
not.
it? I was like, nice. Yeah. Okay. Approved.
Okay, yeah. You pass.
Okay.
Cat Nazaro.
Fuck check.
My brother also has a black D-Hop jersey.
Boo.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's a 7, not a 1.
Boo. Oh, this one said boo too. Hey, look. I did not tell him to buy the jersey, okay? Being a Carolina fan, I would not ever buy a DeAndre Hopkins jersey in the first place. But
I mean, look, you're getting roasted.
Cam roasted the Cardinals his entire career. Hate Cam as much as you want to. He owned the Cardinals his entire career.
She's not a Cardinals fan though.
Still, I'm just saying.
No, why are you attacking me for? I didn't do anything.
I'm attacking
just
you.
here.
Attacking you.
Anyway,
I'm really surprised. Big Tortilla didn't give me grief for my jersey.
I love the white athletics.
Yes.
It looks good, man. Looks good. It sucks what's happening to them. I feel terrible.
Shocking.
They do
white
not
athletics
deserve
jersey.
They're so clean, man.
I
Such a
missed
great
the
jersey.
white athletics jersey. I'm so upset now.
It's so good. Is it
I'll get back
blank
in
or is
here.
it got a player?
Yeah, let me. Get the Kelly Green. I would buy a Kelly Green jersey in a heartbeat. Oh, that's so nice.
Actually,
Right now, I'm telling you, bro.
I did have a chance to get one when I went to the London series. There was one on sale, but it was like £100.
Hey, I got a funny jersey
$100.
for Tyler that Tyler will laugh
Irish.
at. I got two jerseys Tyler can get a kick out of. Wait. I got 2 jerseys you can get a kick out of, Tyler.
All right, see what you got. We're actually getting more viewers now too, so this is. Hey
I
guys,
think people
this
are
is Hockey
liking us
Podcast.
watch on found different
this
jerseys.
This is a hockey channel normally.
We're just doing a fashion show of all our jerseys.
Yeah, pretty much just showing off. Yeah, jersey at this point.
Tyler, I think you'll like this one just because it's a funny story to your reverse retro.
Okay.
Back to the draft.
Yeah.
Mikhail Guliev to the Avalanche.
What do you think?
Ooh, okay.
It's a really, really good pick. Guliev is a very, very skilled offensive defenseman.
I was just wearing that, but not with Ekman Larson on the back.
Hey, welcome, Mark. How you doing?
Joe, you know what's funny about this jersey? So when my mom bought it for me, she asked me what player I wanted. I said I want Clayton Keller. And so Christmas is coming around, and she waited forever to buy the jersey. And Keller was off sale, and I told her she couldn't get Keller, just get me blank. Well, she thought that meant get me Oliver Larson, knowing that he was probably not going to be in Arizona for much longer. So she bought me Larson's jersey. So when I opened my present on Christmas, Joe, imagine the surprise look on my face when I did see a number 9. No, I saw a 2 and a 3 and like a 12 character long name on the back of the jersey.
He was a good player.
He was a good player. Yeah, I loved him. If they wanted to bring him back to Arizona short term, bring him in.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Turn around real quick.
Real quick.
Anyway,
Your hatred.
You're having so much fun with this, and I'm
It's
laughing
such
the
a-
entire way.
I am
with
getting
this.
such an ego boost from this. Not gonna lie. Not gonna
You're having
lie.
So much fun.
Yeah, I'm a winner. What can I say?
I got another one for you. Another one that's gonna make y'all
Yeah,
laugh
Chase.
just because you only
Chase, you
only
missed
played 7
my.
games.
Yeah, honestly,
You
I think
missed my.
Whoops. It's a hockey podcast. I assure you, those is tuning in. And actually, while we're on the lull,
We've got a
if you could check out
I
our
was
link.
trying
inside
to
the-
talk about Guliev.
It's okay. Let me say the delicious, perfectly made advertisement. InsideTheRink.com/ESPN. Get your ESPN Plus subscription. You can watch the draft or change jerseys with us. Either way, great time. You have articles written by Grandy. You've got all of our podcasts. We have a lot more. We Late Arrivals, Duck Podcast. You have our podcast, Haynes, your band, and then you get all kinds of fun stuff on that website. So please go ahead and give us a check us out. We have merch on there. Get a nice shirt. Looks great at wedding photos. Anyway,
You don't
Okay,
even know who
Haynes,
it is. You don't even know who it is.
who?
You don't even know who the player is on the jersey.
Who is it?
Played 7 games there.
Like I know who that is, babe. I don't know
My
who the
favorite player
Blues.
all time. My favorite player all time.
Okay.
Best goalie in NHL
Christopher
history.
Columbus?
Best goalie in NHL history.
I don't know. Fucking me.
Mark,
Brodier.
we're sorry.
Okay.
Martin.
You're joining the end of what's been a long night.
Yeah, we're tired.
I bought this right before.
I
Winter
would
Classic,
recommend
and he was
going and
retired at
watching the
that point.
podcast the
thanks.
first 2.5 hours.
Your joke is not funny. Cam ran because he couldn't throw. Really? That's crazy. Because Cam
We
won the
thank you
MVP.
to all of us that have stuck through us.
Yeah, it's been
Appreciate
a.
Cam slander.
I do. Keep it.
Well, guess what? I didn't ask for your opinion.
You sure did.
No, I did not. I didn't say what you think about
I
that.
don't know how Joe's still awake.
Put him in jail.
Oh,
Put him
God.
in jail.
Throw me in
Put
jail.
him in jail.
I know. Joe is the
All right.
real.
He told me to. He told me to. I'll put you right back. Hold on.
He loves it, really.
Yeah, he does.
Joe is the real trooper here because
Yeah, Joe, you are a legend.
Do you want to see the
yeah,
song?
man, I can't imagine.
Is that going to focus?
David Edstrom just went
Alright,
to
yeah,
Vegas
It's
at
alright.
32.
Dang, you're up late.
So that's it. The first round is done.
That's done.
And we have come to the end of the first round, almost 3 hours. Actually, over 3 hours since it
3.5
started.
hours.
3
3 hours, 40 minutes. Almost. Whew.
Oh, here you go. I got one more jersey to show you. That's it.
All right.
Now,
Because I bought it when he was on the other team, and well, my parents bought it when he was on the other team. It's actually
Tune
a cool
in.
jersey, though.
tune in next week where we'll actually talk hockey and not play dress up.
Damn. No, I'm just kidding.
So, first round's in the books. I mean,
Hey, Chase, I don't like your comments.
how about that one?
What's on
Kick
Brodeur again?
Kick
That's
him.
a sick jersey,
Kick him. Kick him.
All right.
Bro,
No,
you know it's
No, most over. No. Hasek the goat. Hasek's the goat. Kick him.
Hossick's
You know
the
what
goat.
sucks
Patrick
about this
Waugh,
jersey,
second
though?
goat. Patrick Waugh, second
okay,
goat.
okay,
Kick him.
calm down. Okay. You know what's sick about this jersey? It sucks about this jersey is I got this 2010, and then 2012 they went to the finals, and that was a big year for me because I was a Devils fan at the time still, and the Devils and the Coyotes were like one round away from playing each other in the cup, and I was like, oh my god! And then the Coyotes lost, and it sucked, and it killed me inside. And I thought to myself, okay, well, Marty, the Devils have a really good young team. Kovalchuk, Parise, Henrique. I literally said this to myself. I said, there's no way those guys are going to leave in a year. Like, we're going to win. They're going to come back, run it back again next season. And then they went to the finals. My brother was a Kings fan, and we shared a room at the time. And I wore this the entire finals, watched them lose. It was heartbreaking. My brother never let me hear the end of it. And what sucked the most was the fact that after saying, well, the Devils just went back, Kovalchuk left, Parise left, Henrique was okay, but he was never the same. Yager came in for a short time. It just was like what looked like a team that I was like could run it back next year, just like plummeted. I didn't know what happened, and I was just like, man. I'm like, well, the Coyotes obviously won't do bad, and then Mike Smith got injured a couple times, and then the Coyotes had that disastrous 2015 season where they got screwed with McDavid, and I was just like, man, it sucks being a sports fan for me, doesn't it? And that's just kind of where we are in life.
Yeah.
2015 was also the Panthers Super Bowl loss. That was not a good decade. That was just a bad decade for me.
You bring up Panthers losing like it's a surprise.
For real though.
Okay. Tell me what the final score of the Cardinals and Panthers NFC Championship game was.
Let me know what the final score. Me not caring.
Are we talking about the game
Are you wearing a
where
War
Jake
Dogs right
Delhomme threw like 7 picks?
Huh?
Bro, that was like Jake Delhomme's last season, and he was at that point. The fact that we made the playoffs actually surprised me because Jake Delhomme was awful that year.
How many picks did he throw that year? That game?
Probably a ridiculous amount. He was awful.
You know, I put post-draft thoughts swirling at the bottom of the screen, but we're talking football, and I'm like, I should wrap this up. The poor Joe get some sleep. The poor man, he's got to be tired.
The
Actually
Water
getting
Dogs
kind
are
of light outside as well.
Bro's been awake for the whole night. It's morning. Okay, I'll show you my closet and then I'm done. I'll show you all my jerseys in my closet. You can see everything on my bed. And then I'm done playing dress up because I'm not putting jerseys on anymore.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
this is gonna be real fun.
Stuck with us. Thank you for sticking around with us and having fun.
That isn't
how many people
outside anymore?
How many people made it through to the end? Who made it through to the end? A comment if you made it through to the end.
Yeah. We'll give you a prize.
Oh, mate.
The prize is that you're allowed.
We actually are.
Your stream.
Oh, are we? Oh, hey.
We're giving away shirts and stickers.
That's right. So, I guess make your voice not you, Chase. You don't count. You're employed by us. You don't get the benefits.
So yeah, if you're here at the end of the,
are we going spelunking? Oh, so Mark was here.
This is like a scene out of the Blair Witch Project.
Jersey, Jersey.
Jesus Christ.
That's jerseys right there. That's my men's league jerseys.
Also.
All right.
Jersey.
I guess we're going on a Jersey excursion. All right. Well, so I guess we try to wrap this thing up. We were here for almost 4 hours. Thank you all for who've come. If you stayed to the end, if you just joined for a little bit. I don't think I can see who is here. Yeah, I can't see who's here. Well, we'll have some kind of, we'll figure something out. We'll do some giveaway. Maybe we'll do like a, hey, who had the worst food take or something. We'll definitely get a giveaway of stickers and a shirt. But thank you, Joe, for staying up with us, hanging out with us. It was a great time. Had a blast. Haynes, thank you for popping in and out. Appreciate it. And Grandy, of course.
Thank you for
so we'll have
kicking me out multiple times. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. So
I'll be writing and posting my post-draft thoughts on Inside the Rink.
Yep. And I'll have an article up for Arizona Sports Underground, which, again, do subscribe to this YouTube channel. You'll have more content, not only from us, but from other creators about the Suns, the Cardinals, a lot of Cardinals content, a lot of Suns content coming out to the pipeline, I believe some D-backs. A couple of live streams are planning. And then we also, of course, our network Inside the Rink. Definitely want to check them out. They have tons of things, including Granny's writing. We have the Later Rivals podcast. Our podcast is a Vegas one. There's something for everybody there. And of course, you get your ESPN Plus through there. A little bit of benefits. Help us out. Help them out. Mutual thing. So that being said, boys.
Can I self-advertise myself real fast?
How much money?
I mean, oh, never mind. Y'all don't. Nobody needs to read my
stuff. Go ahead.
I mean, I will have something out draft-wise after Grandy, after Tyler, just because I'm busy all the time and all that. But I will have something out draft-wise, recapping the first round for the Coyotes. Hopefully this weekend. I'm off Saturday, so I'm hoping Saturday I can get it done. I will have another review article out on goaltending. So it'll be a good 2-for-1 Sunday on articles for me. So hopefully that goes as planned. I get all that out before then. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, link to their stuff. Don't link to me. Because they post more frequently than I do. But yeah, that's just what I want to say about the Hockey Writers. Go check out the Hockey Writers.
Wait, we have a request to show one more comment for you, Haynes, before we go.
Yeah, what's one more?
For your Carolina Panthers.
How do they do against a good team, though? I mean, I wouldn't really call the Broncos a good team. You watched the Super Bowl, right? The defenses were like the only thing that was really working. Like Manning looked awful and Cam looked awful.
All right. Well, let's get these people back. Thank you so much again for everyone.
That's the first time I've heard him speak the truth about Cam.
I was talking about a game, but okay.
And Alyssa's still here. Thank you
Still,
for your
the
support.
first time I've heard you say a true statement.
Your shirt's
about
in the mail.
Cam.
I'll speak truly. You guys act like I won't do it. I'm tired of people thinking I'm riding this guy. I'm not. I just am passionate about a guy who brought my franchise just continued success and was actually made us prevalent. I'm sorry
That's
that
a lot of
support a
D
guy
riding,
that made us
bro.
a relevant team. I'm sorry that he made us a relevant team, and I'm allowed to celebrate him for doing that.
All right. Well, like I said, you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week with our post-draft
right.
episode. Have a good night.